No, actually, I found a way. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was nice when it works, although, problems. Small problems.
I've had a good chuckle.
Random nonsense. I am kinda used to it at this point. Now then, let me quickly set everything up. Gives you a nice opportunity to relax a bit. And prepare for the horrible nonsense that is going to continuously happen again. What's your name is Christian. While we're doing this, where is my little window? There's my little window. Come over here, little window. Now I need you to be showing me that everything is actually working. Well, one looks good. See how the other one looks. Of course, once again, YouTube takes its Swedish time. I mean, I'm not really surprised, honestly, but you're getting used to it, aren't you? What else can we do? At least it gives me enough time to actually edit everything. Because that is something I can actually do while it's fucking loading. Go to this playlist, go to this playlist. Let's give it a second to finish its loading process, shall we? Now, go away. No, go away. Go away. All of the little windows that I don't need. And we open up the right window again. I'm gonna reload this because that is actually somewhat faster, surprisingly enough, than the alternative. And we're gonna happily start playing because yes, it has finished. See? After pressing that nice little live button works just better. Which is surprising enough, but well, it is what it is. So let us switch things around, going like hello. Good, we have one. Then that's not the right one. That's not the right one. But that had to capture the right window game thing. Because apparently it is. Yeah, it is. About to say. Can't hide that well now, can it? Now then. So we're gonna play some WoW, gonna listen to some Chris nonsense while we're doing it, and fully enjoy ourselves for an hour or so I can actually calm down a little bit from this nice, totally not annoying as fuck day I have already managed to get behind me. And we're gonna try it going up to the Rasi area. That's usually pleasant.
You're in trouble now.
Now then, we stopped somewhere here. Oh yeah.
All the pages in there and everything. Just he drew a bunch of mazes. There's his initials right there. There's his initials right there. You
Now
can
then,
compare that to
let us going on.
yes thing. And here's one more folder. Let's
How the fuck do I actually get where I need to go?
this and this. One maze.
Do I actually need a new carcass?
Anyway, so
Pretty sure I
that's
don't
pretty
have
much it
one
for
anymore.
now. Okay, thank you.
The folder containing Kiss memorabilia was quickly sold for $150.
Yeah, we need to kill some lions for
On
that.
April 6th, Chris posted a new drawing in which she, in her quickfill human form and her Sonichu form, apologizes to all women of a smaller breast size. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm taking a moment to offer my respect and kindness to all women who are and remain flat-chested. The true beauty and essence of any individual woman is on the inside from their personalities, respectively. mind, heart, and soul. Breast size
Sure.
never makes a woman who they are. So I, Christine Weston Chandler, salute and acknowledge the flat-chested women.
Acknowledge.
Y'all are prideful. Y'all are good people. Thank you.
That is
On
hard to
April
tell.
8th, Christine engaged in a lengthy conversation over Discord with the Idea Guys. Joshua Wise made her portrayed Finn, an evil character from the Japanese anime series Symphogear, and Stephen Boyd played Gwen Mikoto. After making Chris believe that she was a pedophile, they demanded that she pay them $20,000, or else they expose her
Yeah, sure.
pedophilic thoughts to the public. When she objected to their demands and harsh words, Wise as Fiend posted an image of Kadingir, a super weapon from Symphogear, claiming that if Chris did not do as she was told, the weapon would fire at the moon, destroying it, with the potential of hurling debris at Quickville. Chris belittled Fiend's weapon, writing
Nice.
that she could fit it inside her urethra, with room to spare. Fiend called her bluff and fired at the moon. As Wise described a moon chunk falling towards Quickville, Magi-chan, also played by Wise, showed up in the chat and demanded that Chris do something to help, instead of crying in a corner and humping a plush doll of My Little Pony character, Twilight Sparkle. Chris denied these accusations and stated that she was instead protecting her city and nation with all of her soul. She
Sure,
yelled
you
that
do.
she still had
Sure
hope
you do,
that they would
Chris.
survive. Boyd as Gwen appeared to brand her a liar because she allegedly lied about being a pedophile for years and claimed to have found child pornography on Chris's computer. She then accused Chris of lying about being a man and then a woman in order to have sex. Christine called Gwen a traitor for working with the enemy, since Gwen
Okay.
apparently was Fiend's
I
student.
think that the way
Gwen said
through
that she would
here,
abandon Fiend
through
if Chris
here,
gave
if
her
memory serves.
$500. Christine
Don't
stated
actually remember.
that she no longer had that
Think
kind
so.
of money. Boyd as Gwen instead demanded that Chris sit outside to ponder about her abhorrent toxicity for a week without food or toilet breaks. If she didn't comply, Gwen
Yeah,
would
they
blow
don't kill
up
more
Quickville's
people.
dimension with a nuclear bomb. Chris wrote that she would commit suicide if the dimension ceased to exist. Wise as Fiend then claimed to bring over Chris's wife, Crizzle, who was furious at her for threatening suicide, something a real Sonichu would never do. Fiend then returned and claimed to have stopped the moon chunk from falling to Earth, and together with Gwen asked Chris to film a video apologizing to Gwen, which she delivered to them about 7 minutes later.
Gwen, I'm sorry for everything. I messed up. I'm a fuck up. Got me as a pedophile. Vagina.
that's special.
What about too many things in my life?
We don't say. Don't worry, we kinda knew.
Is that? I'm not a bad person. Gwen, I'm sorry for everything. Gwen, I'm really sorry for everything.
Since the Idea Guys were not satisfied with
I was about
her
to say, there's
offering,
little bit of
Christine
enemies
offered
here.
something else. She showed them a picture of a large, spiky Sonichu penis she had drawn on the wall. Gwen asked her to show it to her mother. A few minutes later, Chris reported that she showed the Sonichu penis to Barbara, who was shocked and offended by it. She started to cry and then ran
Understandable.
back upstairs. Chris then called herself a butt-fucking champ. After some extensive disputes concerning the marital position of Quickville, Christine asked to appoint a few consultants and advisors, including the Sonichu form of her late father, Robert Chu, and Anna McLaren, Chris's longtime friendly acquaintance. Her request to have Anna participate was rejected. However, it is likely that Chris indeed contacted Anna and told her about her current complicated situation. Anna may have gathered that Christine was under the manipulative influence of trolls and
The
reported
wizard
this information
trying
to
to
Joshua
wizard me.
or Null, the administrator of the QB Farms,
Well, that's a
in
very
addition to other significant
close
members.
combat,
She, however,
wizard.
delayed calling the police about the matter since she was studying for college final exams and ultimately did not do anything more to help Chris. On April 9th, Chris posted a brief YouTube video featuring Barbara.
Yeah, that is indeed kinda
Please
annoying.
buy our comic books. We need the money for a mortgage. We appreciate your help. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Chris
Always
tweeted that she
easy on
realized
the
with
begging,
help
eh?
of her sweethearts that she was bisexual, so put up her large
Every
lesbian
single
pride flag for sale
time.
on eBay. because she
Begging,
felt she
begging,
needed to buy a
begging.
bisexual
Just a bit
flag
of
to match her
fucking
new
begging.
identity. It was quickly sold for $100. She later on changed her Facebook profile gender to bisexual trans woman.
Trans
The
woman.
following day, she
Interesting.
apologized on her Patreon page
But
to her
actually it's a trans
supporters
woman.
for failing to deliver
Maybe
any
it's a new form of
news on
transformer.
pages
Who
for over
knows?
2 months because she was busy catching up with the happenings.
We'll
in
never
Quickville,
know.
But promised to return to completing Sonic
We'll never know
issue
indeed.
12-9 soon. Chris elaborated on the conversation via a YouTube video uploaded the same day.
Hey everybody, Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Yes,
Response to the
you are
post
always
I just
at home.
made
We know.
on my Patreon to give y'all a little bit of an update. Just
We're not
definitely
surprised.
true, I have been catching up on a whole bunch of Quickville events. Anyway, to pretty much summarize it up, definitely in a bit of a quote, pretty much how I'm feeling everything.
Taylor Breen, I'm assuming that you have the key I need.
I'm coming down! These pretzels are making me thirsty!
As she
Yes,
continued to
pretzels
give
have a
ideas
tendency to make you
for
thirsty. I
gifts
know
and
it's
money,
fucking
while also
surprising.
falling back on mortgage payments, Christine listed more and more of her personal items for sale. This included her custom-painted Wiimote controller for the Nintendo Wii game console for $150. On April 13th, she posted her Bible on eBay for $200, but soon removed it since she did not find a spare that she could keep for herself. Later that day, she listed
And it
two
must be relatively desperate if
Transformers
you're
toys
selling your
that were
fucking
personally signed by her.
Little
After several
Bible of
fans
all things.
complained that signing her name devalued the product, she removed her
A
signatures.
bit much.
Chris promoted her eBay items in a short YouTube video.
Hello everybody, this is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Yes.
Please.
Well, yes,
buy
you're
things I'm
always
listing
at
on
home.
eBay
We
right now.
know.
My mother and I really need the money. Please help us immediately. Thank you.
You know, I'd be more willing
On
to help you
April
if you actually
14th,
stopped
she listed
fucking
her
begging.
Manchester High School amethyst graduation ring for sale, first for $1,000, then for $10,000. Soon after, she changed the price again to $5,000. The next day, Christine posted a YouTube video titled "Dick Licker, That Is I," in which she fervently licks the drawing of Magi-chan's penis on her wall.
Why? Sometimes I feel like questioning life. Just sometimes, you know. Sometimes I feel like I really should question what sort of life choices has brought me here.
Chris, during their time at Piedmont, Virginia Community College, began uploading several YouTube videos demanding that Christine apologize for allegedly mentally scarring him at PVCC on Monday, April 15th, 2002. His videos are no longer available, but they featured minimal imagery and him whispering his message to Chris. In the comments section, he wrote that he was not able to send these demands earlier because he was in a mental ward for 10 years because of Chris's scarring. According to a comment he left on the Dick Licker That Is I
On the
video,
Dick Licker That Is
Shadow
I.
Resident implied that the aforementioned video was made on his request. Chris, however, rejected his claim and confessed to making the video on her own volition.
Oh boy.
The following day,
Is that really something you
Christine
wanna
wrote on
agree to?
Twitter that she apparently remembered the identity of the so-called Ween who was addressing her online, and announced a forthcoming apology on YouTube, asking others not to reveal his personal information or dox him.
And I feel like we're not
She
in the
shortly
right
delivered
there.
the
Probably need to go
video.
upstairs.
And today I am here to talk about this person who has come to my attention, this what you call a ween.
Ween.
I'm here to verify personally that there was actual history with this individual. This guy is legitimate, not fake. But I will refer to him by his online alias. But anyway, it took me a whole lot of research and recollecting. But anyway, I had typed up everything I have about what I remembered. So, yeah, this guy was at Piedmont, Virginia Community College.
Nice trick you've got
Mr.
there.
Shadow Resident. I had taken his class in the spring semester of 2001. We were reading a bunch of short stories and critiquing them. I was very misunderstood on how to critique them, and I had wrote off tangent in my assignments and in responses.
I mean, if he didn't explain to you, I guess that can
Mr.
happen.
Resident kicked me out of his class, only for a settlement to happen later where I met with him in his office to complete to finish the assignments with a better understanding on what the resource was. Anyway, so I had to retake the course the following fall semester, but with a different professor. And I remember giving Mr. Resident kind of a mental word association relation to Dr. Robotnik, because his personality type was similar to that of him, and he kind of looked like him as well. So I'll tell you all the short story about what happened that day. On April 15th, 2001, I entered the classroom like any other day, feeling neutral and well. Then Mr. Resident tells me to leave the classroom. I was not welcome into his class.
There's something I can't
picked
do
up
much
my book
about.
bag and left. The door closed behind me, and I was very upset, and I did not know what to do with myself for the next hour or so.
Killed my sacrifice, you bastard.
Went up the hallway to the part of PVCC by the auditorium where they had all the long tables unfolded, and I cried and I cried and I cried with my arms folded and my head laying on my arms, and
Very, very sad, all of that, yes. Crying like a little bitch, why am I not surprised, Chris?
Anyway, I eventually, much later, pulled out a piece of paper, then I wrote
Not fucking
what I
surprising.
did on there. I returned to the now empty classroom shortly after the class had finished, and I left a note with his name on it on the desk, and I had written something like, "You made me cry. I will never forgive you."
I mean, sounds reasonable.
Yeah, this Mr. Resident, upon all the retrospect, I do owe you the apology, and
What? For what?
I do humbly apologize for having written that note to you and causing you to fall mentally ill and go into
Yeah,
all
maybe you
that
should mostly
that
just
you
get
had gone
a lot
through.
worse advice
At
than
least you ended
that.
up returning to PBCC later, as far as your record could tell. There you go, sir. That's there's your apology. I hope that was satisfactory enough for you. And
Speak, friend.
I hope you have a good day and good rest of your
May your
life.
blades never dull.
And that
Nice.
you are never trolled by anyone or doxed. So we'll just leave it at that.
Whether Shadow Resident was actually the teacher from Chris's past is not fully known. Members of the QB Farms
Yeah, I would
what they
imagine
thought
so.
were the personal details of the person behind the Shadow Resident's persona, but their veracity is unconfirmed. It was also at around this time that Chris began forming a friendship with several Twitter users who frequently replied to her, including Tings Tings, Little Amy Chan, and Desiree Delightful. They portrayed themselves as genuine devoted fans of Chris and fashioned themselves as her protectors against trolls, calling themselves the Quick Protect Squad. To increase their mutual trust for each other, they made numerous Sonichu and Chris-chan related drawings for Chris. On April 16th, Chris uploaded a video of herself exercising with dumbbells because the characters the idea guys were portraying told her that she had to keep in good shape while in Quickville.
I was doing a little workout. I do my warm-ups and workout every day. Like, push-ups and
Not a bit
jumping
much.
jacks. The other stretches that I like doing. But anyway,
Let's
one
run
thing
away
I
then.
really like doing, which I'm going to show y'all in this very video. Back in my band on. Then put my
Nice.
cap on.
Escaped. Once again.
Now, these bad boys Razor.
God damn it.
We
Might have pulled a few too many.
over these are 20 pounds.
Again.
I like doing 100 reps every day, and y'all gonna watch me do 100 reps today.
Out,
I do
out,
100
out,
reps
out,
daily.
out, out,
Almost
out.
daily, okay? Anyway. Count with me.
God damn it.
2, 3.
Went far, but not far enough.
50.
God damn it.
Man. 50. Makes 100. Yeehaw!
I mean, yes. If you say you're doing 100, I'm expecting 100 of,
yourselves working out with
you know,
me.
every arm.
Do 100 reps a day. Make
You
sure
know.
warm up. I also
Well,
run leg
okay.
ups.
I mean,
30
it's
of those a day.
considerable effort considering who we're talking about
Anyway,
here.
y'all
To be
can
fair.
enjoy that. Have a good day.
Later that day, Christine uploaded a 4-second long video fulfilling a paid request, which featured her mother, Barbara, stiffly dancing the twist. Viewers noted the visible dog feces atop of newspapers on the floor in the background.
It is indeed very, very stiff.
The next day, Chris pleaded for her followers to provide her with more money. We are making
Again.
the mortgage and food by the skin of our teeth here. Seriously, I would not be able to afford even the ticket to BronyCon at this point without making all these sales. So, please help me so I can meet you this year. Please, buy now to help me get to BronyCon 2018. Money is tight here. If I don't make the money, I can't go at all. She
Yes.
expanded on her conundrum in a YouTube video
That's how that
posted
goes usually.
shortly afterwards.
Money makes the world go round,
Look,
they say. It's actually
Everyone.
a
know
bit
you want me
easier.
to
Money
show
makes you go
myself
around the
in a
world if you so
video.
desire.
Doing what I'm doing for my mom. With
Ribib, ribib, creep and
Using
stone,
the money
ribib, ribib, shaman
to
the
help pay her back.
sakibush.
but rest assured, the money that I will be getting, is going towards helping my mother. All right.
Uh-huh. Why don't I believe
And
you?
it's also going towards
Strangely.
helping me as well, because it's not just
Strange
her
how
that
that
has
works.
the problems here, I have the problems too.
Honestly, it's surprising that you got this
Just-
far.
Just please buy the Transformer toys from me, buy everything from me that I put on eBay. Please, 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 please!
Please, 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 please.
Later on, Christine wrote a string of tweets, likely being coerced by the idea guys. Everyone, I do still need the money here to make ends meet for the household. Seriously, I was using BronyCon as a sales pitch excuse to try to sell the toys. I owe a lot towards making amends for my past. You would not believe me if I told you how, but suffice to say, I had done a lot more things in my lifetime from within my subconscious that ended up doing things worse in this world, and even in Quickfill. I am a major sexual deviant, and my fetishes have made a lot of individuals turn against me. I have a long list of fetishes. I'm a furry. I like the MLP ponies and equestria girls and guys.
I know.
like all kinds of individuals. I like
We
big
know.
breasts. I even like those as young as 16 years of age. I'm a porn addict. I'm even into scat and pee. I still
Jesus
have
Christ.
remaining, lingering jealousies of men, enough to subconsciously want to kill. I also do like Cybertronians, Autobots, and Decepticons alike. It is super bad that I may as well voluntarily register myself as a sex offender, and all this among others have affected my relations with everyone, every pony, and every bot. My years of repressed sexual urges have made my Sonichus and Roastchus essentially go hog wild all over the places, even to go around terrorizing
Don't touch
everyone
what you
to
can't
get me some
afford.
vagina. I also have a fetish for old people too.
Jesus
And
Christ,
in
is
my
there any
own
fetish you
mother,
don't
and I
have?
have a fetish for myself, where when I have the chance, I would have sex with my Quickfill counterpart, and even my Equestria counterpart, Nightstar.
Yeah, nobody's
Her
surprised
sweetie,
there.
Cunty Nugget, was so handsome, he made me realize I was bisexual. He was like, wow! And now, thanks to my subconscious lingering jealousy, Cunty Nugget is dead now. my damned subconscious, killed my Nightstar's lover. So much damage to a lot in this world, and even there, in Quickville's dimension. That's what's been driving me crazy these past months.
Yeah,
I was
you drilled yourself
over my
into a
nation
corner
and my
where there's no
species
way out.
of
Jesus
Sonic
fucking
Jews and
Christ,
roast
Chris.
Jews. And there is a lot to
Imagine
make
being
amends,
that
as well
fucking
as
far
reforming
gone.
and redeeming myself. And Jesus Christ is not one who will be doing that for me.
Because
I
Jesus
must
fucking
reform and
Christ.
redeem
You
myself
really have
for
to
the
think about
benefit of
how far
everyone.
gone Chris.
I had
If
repressed
he is
myself for too
thinking
many
of
years,
himself
and the
as
worst
his
of that has caused
other
a lot
dimension self,
against me with everyone.
which he
And
now
to you
takes
all, and
responsibility
all of
for
them,
by...
I
I
have been
don't
remorseful
even...
and sorry for everything.
I don't
wish to
even.
be
I
reformed,
give up honestly at this
redeemed,
point.
and forgiven by everyone. Not long after, Chris returned to Twitter to inform everyone that her account had allegedly been hacked,
Aha.
and that her previous tweets were not her words.
Doubtful. Very
Later again,
doubtful.
Chris wrote that she
I
was
am
having
so
an existential
fucking
crisis
doubtful it's
and
not even
asked
funny
for
at this
help.
point.
From the events of these past few days, it became all the more clear that Christine was still under the control of bad actors.
It
No
too,
one knew
but
for the
generally
time being
speaking,
their
that
true
creature
identity,
is drifting
the
so
extent of their
fucking far.
torment, or even the lengths
For
they would
fuck's
soon
sake,
go to
respawn.
use Chris's loosening grip on reality.
I have respawn.
Amusement.
Weapon pull abort! Through you, mage boy! That's really kind of him though. I mean, he's gonna die by the time I get back into his human shape. Beaten by the succubus. That's what you deserve, cunt. Jesus Christ, though. It's escalating quickly, isn't it? And decisively, to just mildly. I mean, you know. And then you just go ahead after defecting, like, yeah, no, my account was hacked, totally, yeah. Don't mind me sitting here and being like, I'm doubtful.
What is the attraction?
You mean attraction?
What keeps us
I'm
fascinated?
fucking morbidly curious to see how this guy is finally
This
going
is
to
the
destroy
story
himself
of Christian.
completemundo. Which is precisely what's going to happen, mind you. Okay, I'll put it in safe. Let me just quickly check something. Well, Christian's little horror story continues being a horror story, to no one's fucking surprise. Yeah, everything seems to be working well.
Annihilating objects!
Okay,
Will somebody tell this
I don't know
PlayStation to
where I
stop this?
need to go next.
Will somebody tell this PlayStation to stop this? We have debts, we have mortgages, we have toys to sell. Come on, everybody, buy this thing! $100, complete set, complete with certificate of authenticity.
Okay, go away.
Come on, where ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
On April 17th, 2018,
a
Christine
man on a
livestreamed a
mission.
captain's log on the streaming site Twitch, which focused on promoting her
Oh
items
god,
for sale
it has
on
reached
eBay.
Twitch. Not Twitch, please.
Why?
You are my one safe haven.
Why are you doing this to me? I didn't know anything to you. Stop it! I'm just gonna ignore these things.
Yes, they will
I'm gonna
ignore
put the
you
TV on mute.
probably.
That's what I'm gonna do. Put the TV on mute. I don't have to listen to these darn things. Keep it on. Keep it on. Ah!
Okay, could you fucker stop following me? Jesus Christ. Look at these cunts.
Hey, somebody's calling me. You're declined. Guess what? You're declined. All calls will be declined. Despite the Alolan Pokemon Center theme going on, you're gonna be declined, so no freaking telephone calls.
Okay, I've reached the point where I got really annoyed because I can't seem to
Find
outrun.
out. Find out, or I'm gonna separate
The
this
situation.
thing myself. On purpose. I'm gonna separate this thing myself on purpose.
Fuck it finally.
Anyway, you're buying that. You're going on to eBay, and you're buying that, and I'm not listening to phone calls. I told you no phone calls.
You told me shit all. Asshole.
No. Get complete certificate of authenticity with this, so you pay $100 for this complete set with certificate of authenticity for me, and you pay $100 for this with certificate of authenticity for me. Go on eBay. Go on eBay.
I'm not gonna buy shit out of you, Chris.
$200.
No matter how much you fucking beg about it, I'll not buy shit off you.
We need money. Pay mortgage. Pay bills. Pay bills. Do this. Do that. Do that. If you go the questions all on me. I gotta go my screen again.
No, that's just double life.
I'm gonna go collect.
Gotta pay the mortgage, gotta pay the bills, gotta live off of something preferable, not just bread. You know, at least have some veggies to go with it. But yeah, you kinda get the idea. Now, Chris, of course, does not get the idea. And... oh, poor kitty. Oh, poor kitty! Just trying to live. It's good alive. Doesn't get far, gets stopped by Chris. Can you imagine being a pet of that guy? Man, that must suck ass. I found a joint jittery. What do I know? Actually, I'm out of fucking mana again. Jesus fucking Christ. Kinda need to do something about it, don't I? Well, at least I can already see that we'll have a relatively easy time getting inside the cave. I mean, first 2 jetties.
Barbara and Weston, everybody. Say hello to lovely folks out there. You're being streamed on live Twitch network.
Yay! Jesus Christ, 400 people watching apparently, according to this.
Say some kind supporting words to everybody. Tell them how
People
you're doing.
must be amazingly bored with their life.
So, what's going on with you, huh? Everybody wants to know. You're the big interview talk. Talk what's on your mind.
Doubles.
And what are you doing with yourself?
I'm entertaining myself.
What do you like to eat?
I like eating fish and chips.
Do you have any favorite fruits?
And bananas.
You
Bananas.
like bananas?
Yes.
And
Bananas are kinda
what do
tasty.
you like to drink?
I like to drink chocolate milkshake.
And what kind of milkshakes are these?
These are delicious.
Yeah.
They're
What kind of
meal
type?
replacement
Delicious.
shakes. So,
I mean,
yeah,
fair enough.
get some kind of support
Fair enough.
so everybody, like, you know, like, I don't know. Y'all do well, y'all do good, learn well, be educated and everything, that sort of thing. Give us some wisdom.
Give us some wisdom.
Right now.
Yeah.
Come on. You have a lot of wisdom in your head. What are you doing to me?
What the fuck are you
Be
expecting?
smart. Act smart. That's all.
Okay. Take your bomb. Love you. Give us a hug. Give me a hug. Show me a hug. Give it. Come on, both arms. Okay, let me go. Wait a minute. Turn me loose once. I'm thirsty. Just say it once. Turn me loose. Turn me loose like you're supposed to say turn me loose, you silly goose. Turn me loose, you silly
This crushed
Anyway,
more.
here you go, people.
Guy we need to kill. Swoop, I'm gonna
Shoot,
steal all of your health now. Gonna steal all of your health now. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Help us! Help us! Oh, yes. Just want to share.
Okay, that was good. Next, we kinda need to go out towards Dalaran, right? Yeah, because we need the elemental biting things.
We still need a lot more money. We have a hefty goal to get to. But it does help. It does help very much. Thank you for buying this building. And you are a true friend, and I will ship it to you very soon. Definitely.
Now,
Also with that,
it's all I have in my heart. Whenever he's like, I'm gonna send it to you real quickly.
No, back to our regular schedule. Like,
After proven that time and time again that keeping a normal schedule is absolutely impossible for this creature.
a whole bunch more. But we have to sell all
Ah.
these first. So you buy all of these. Okay. So go to my eBay shop. I'm gonna end this
streaming very shortly.
Delaran, protected little Delaran. Very much so, protected Delaran. We need to go there and kill people. Preferably mages. Well, shadow spiders are kinda not really dangerous, but they would be annoying if they attack me, so I would like to avoid that.
Help us. Help us. Help my family. Help me.
How about you help yourself for once?
Everything.
I know, a totally new and unbelievable concept, but you could potentially help yourself.
Do it now. Thank you.
Of course, you know, who am I fucking kidding? It's not like that is actually going to fucking ever come up.
The person who had bought Chris's amethyst high school ring was Kiwi Farms user, the Captain, who managed to buy it for $200
You,
rather
the
than
Captain.
her original asking price of $10,000. The Captain had come to suspect that Christine was under the control of idea guys, and so devised a scheme to free her from their clutches, which involved the possession of her high school ring. Soon after the livestream concluded, an individual known as Jack Z donated $1,200 to Chris to enable her to attend the upcoming BronyCon convention. Jack Z revealed that he had been a longtime follower of Chris and intended to meet with her at BronyCon and record a video of their time together. Christine soon went to YouTube to thank Jack for his donation.
Hello,
It
everybody.
is
This
indeed
is
very
Christine
nice.
Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Okay, we need
With
to
the
out those
most hearty
bindings
thank
and we
you
need to
to
kill
Jack. That was a Jack
Shamaness. 6.
from up north who essentially paid me to go to BronyCon. Awesome. Very awesome. So, with a few more other arrangements I need to make, hopefully I will be there this year. So, that's awesome news. Thank you, Jack.
That
And
is very gracious. Jack.
aside from that, we're still gonna need as much money as possible to help us with the bills around here and the mortgage and everything. But I urge you all to please go ahead and buy the Transformer toys that I have listed, and we'll be
Every
listing
single
on eBay.
time we just
Thank
get
you,
more
Jack.
begging.
And thank you all for helping me. I feel some better.
Every single day,
Have an awesome
just more
day.
fucking begging.
Shortly after, Chris drank a significant amount of alcohol and then recorded a video of herself dancing in celebration set to the song Lifted by South Korean rapper CL.
That's a bit unfortunate.
A little song, a little dance, a little music in my pants.
Get off my couch. You don't know me and you don't know my style. Getting lifted, never come down.
Okay.
Getting lifted.
We run and hope for the best. Come on.
The following day, Chris posted on Twitter a photo of herself walking on a treadmill at the gym Anytime
Believe,
Fitness after
believe,
being encouraged by the idea
believe,
guys to join a
believe.
gym to keep herself in shape.
Believe
2
was
days
good.
later, she uploaded a video for which Jack Z paid $100, in which Christine reads off a script that references the popular anime and manga series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It was, however, prefixed with a special request from
Is every
Chris.
single JoJo reference?
Hello, everybody. This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again. This time using
Nobody's
my
surprised.
webcam on my laptop because I have a special emergency announcement. My phone battery is seriously having troubles, so that's why I can only record on this. And my PlayStation 4 is also still not connecting to YouTube, so anyway. I
Ah,
need
yes.
money to
Problems,
purchase a new
problems.
phone. Or otherwise to repair this one, probably less expensive to buy the new phone. And
You're in trouble now.
it's gonna be like a few $100, so let's buy some stuff off my eBay, please. The remaining Transformers I have. Anyway, please help me. I need a new phone. This one's really walking out on me. It's been walking out on me bad for a while now.
Horrible, I know, I
Aside from
know.
that, message, which I have written down right here on a few pages. Anyway,
What was he doing?
I have been warned by somebody about the nefarious trolls who are planning to cause mayhem for me at BronyCon. I know who you are, Dio Brando. I know that you are trying to use your stand power, the road, to screw things up with me and my true and honest fan base at BronyCon. You'll never win, Dio. Sanchu will be in all of our hearts. Show the love. Spread the love. Fuck
Be
you,
the
Dio
love.
Brando. Aha. You know who you are, you bastard. Anyway,
Yes, I'm
so,
pretty sure everybody knows who that
there's
is.
that message.
To be fair.
Hello, Brando.
Oh look, Scooter. Hello there.
In case
My
you haven't
little
noticed yet,
Cyrillic
this
friend.
is a new shirt I just got
Good to
from
see you.
Goodwill
How are you?
recently. Also,
Feeling good? Having fun?
these
Playing games?
slacks, like gray.
Is it just me or is this thing already respawned? So that is the respawned one. I'm kinda amazed. Oh, I wanted to make another fucking hellstone. I forgot. Well, to reach their own, kind of get things sometimes.
Out of sight of the public eye, the Idea Guys were continuing to torment and extort Chris through various means, mainly threatening to harm Sonichus and other individuals in Quickville's dimension unless she carried
Nobody's
out demeaning or
surprised.
harmful tasks, such as recording herself slapping herself.
Bep, 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 bep. Far away. Yes. Punch yourself, Chris. I mean, it's kind of satisfying to see him do that, honestly. And now it makes me probably a bad person to say that, but it does kind
She
of feel
also
satisfying.
allegedly filmed herself striking her mother, Barbara, though admitted that she hit lightly. In another short clip, Chris yells accusatorily at her toilet. The reasoning of this video was never truly uncovered.
Understandable. I don't think there's a reason why anyone should
From
scream at their
April
toilet.
20th to
It's
the
doing a good job,
21st,
you know?
Chris engaged in a
Being
lengthy
there.
and agonizing chat over Discord, which later became referred to as Grizel Torture.
Grizel
Joshua
Torture.
Wise, masquerading as Pito Yui, a character from the anime series Gungale Online, claims that she had just returned from killing a number of rose chews at the mall and setting it on fire. Christine asks if they could put out the fire, but Pito Yui writes that the Quickville Fire Department had been disbanded in exchange for crack money. Stephen Boyd, playing the part of Jesus Christ, enters the chat to ask Chris why the
Well,
Sonichus
look
had
at that.
become
Jesus
drug
has rejoined
addicts.
this
Pito Yui
conversation.
then
That's
states that
interesting.
she has a hold of Chris's wife, Crizel, and shoots her in the leg. As Chris calls Wise's
That's nice.
character a monster, Wise as Pito Yui blows off both of Crizel's kneecaps. Christine calls her
That's-
wife's captor a cunt out of anger, amongst other
Interesting.
transgressions. To apologize for throwing insults, Pito Yui demands that Chris name all the children she will bear with Crizel, mistake. In addition, Void as Jesus
Damn it,
instructs
language.
Christine to
Better
punch
yet.
herself in her
I would like
breast
to see what you're
until
writing.
she vomits, and then send money to Boyd's other character, Gwendolyn. Pito Yui then informs the chat that she spills hot coffee onto Crizel and proceeds to slam her head on the table with a fork in
Bep,
her back.
bep.
The Idea Guys followed up by telling Chris that she should record a video of herself begging on her knees for the evil characters to let go of Crizel. She hurriedly made it and sent it to them privately.
Privately.
Please.
Chris,
Thank
you
you.
no, that's not gonna stay private.
Please, don't hurt her anymore. It means the world to me so much.
I mean, you just said the world, so that so much is kinda
This is not right,
redundant.
This is not good, and it's no fun at all. Please, stop this senseless nonsense of yours, you fucking bitch.
You know, begging on your knees doesn't really work that well if you're on the other side insulting them.
Why you gonna do this? It's not right. It's not good. Nobody approves of this. Nobody
Yes.
approves of you doing all
Horrible
this
things.
senseless murdering and torturing and killing. Now, please.
But you know, murder and torture
Stop
can be
torturing
done though.
Grizel. No.
We're back in a very strange way, Chris, as usual.
Upon reviewing the video, Joshua Wise states that Christine was too monotone in her delivery and demanded that she make a better begging video, which she promptly delivered as well.
It's locked. It's locked.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
Stop torturing Griselle, Patooey, please. I beg you. Stop it.
Yes,
You're
yes,
really
back
picking me
rich.
up, and you're making me more upset. Stop torturing my honey. She means the world
Haven't I
to
done
me.
this?
Please.
I was
stop
relatively sure. Oh yeah, I
her.
have that one. I was about to say, why is one not charged? I'm pretty sure I did one.
I beg you, Patooey, I beg you. Stop that.
Stop that.
After watching the second plea video, Wise, still playing as Pitoyui, criticizes Chris for mispronouncing her name and tells her to make yet another video. Chris acknowledges the
Interesting.
necessary correction and notifies Pitoyui that she wants to pee before recording the video, but she is told to pee in her room and record the video quickly. 2 minutes later, Chris uploads her third begging video.
Pitoyui, please. Stop torturing my Griselle. Stop it. Please stop torturing my wife, my love.
Mm-hmm.
Pitoyui, please stop it.
You'll really never learn.
Pitoyui angrily criticizes Chris once again for pronouncing her name wrong. Chris then made one final plea video.
Pitoyui,
It's the
Griselle
wind.
is my honey. I love her. Griselle is my honey love. Stop torturing her. Stop torturing her, you crazy fucked up bitch, Pitoyui. Griselle, I love you, Gunny. I love you, Griselle. I love you. I
Mm-hmm.
love you.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Pitoyui, please stop torturing my honey. You're really killing us here. You're hurting me. You're hurting me, and you're hurting her a whole lot worse than I can ever feel. Please, Pitoyui, stop torturing my honey.
But what if it doesn't want
After
to?
watching the video, Pitoyui types that Chris continued to mispronounce her name, and so stomps on Griselle's open wound. Joshua Wise, through his Pitoyui persona, asks for another video, a cover of the song All Star by Smash Mouth. Chris is instructed to deliver the performance in an angry and constipated fashion. She soon uploaded the video.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna blow me. I hate the chocolate door on the shelf. She was looking at her
That's an interesting interpretation of that song. Well, yes, yes.
Upon reviewing her performance, Wise's character is let down, but ultimately finds it a passable offering. Just then,
Passable offering.
Griselle suffers a seizure and collapses to the floor. Christine yells for Pitoyui to take her wife to the hospital, as Pitoyui and her friend, Len, play pool and listen to the radio. The Idea Guy's characters eventually drag Griselle into their car to bring her to a hospital. When they arrive, Pitoyui sends a photo of where she allegedly is. The image is purportedly of a run-down hospital in Venezuela. Chris is disgusted and asks them to take Griselle out, but Pitoyui refuses, as Griselle has her legs and tail sawed off without being administered anesthesia. Griselle is then
painful.
thrown back into the car as Pitoyui and Len make their way
Very
back to
painful.
Quickville. Christine expresses her want to vomit and claims to be crying, regretting ever chatting with Wise's character. Chris soon after stops replying to Wise's messages, and after nearly 2 hours of silence, Pitoyui returns to inform the chat that Griselle was taken to a different hospital where her severed body parts were restored.
Mm-hmm.
It was
That's
possibly
how
not
that
long
works,
after
yeah.
this exchange that Chris was forced to record another video. The circumstances which led to it are uncertain. The video is solely focused on Chris's bed. At first, she's out of sight of the camera, apparently speaking to an apparition of her husband, Magichan Sonichu.
Working on it, Magic Chan.
Do that real quick.
Get out of the way.
There is then the sound of what is presumably Christine urinating onto the floor of her bedroom. After she finishes, she
Why?
comes to the bed, completely nude. She
Oi.
then starts playing the
Oi.
song All Star by
Oh,
Smash
hello,
Mouth.
little Terry. Welcome. You don't
Chris
say.
proceeds to mime enacting foreplay with Magic-chan.
Magic Bond!
Christine continues to sing along to the song as she takes
Hi,
a
got a
large
doctor's
blue
appointment.
pillow and
Nice.
alternates between humping it and masturbating herself. She continues to imitate sexual intercourse with an unseen entity until the conclusion of the song. Her penis
Grr.
remains limp throughout.
Yeah,
On
it's
April
moments like
21st,
this
the
that makes
idea
you really
guys
great by
forced
watching
Chris
this,
to make
isn't
a
it?
public YouTube video in which
Hmm.
she apologizes for badly affecting the image of some fandoms.
And
Like
I have
the
a very special
fucking
announcement.
Sonic?
I've learned that I've offended a bunch of fandoms of
Probably you
many
did,
various
yes.
things. I don't know the totality or specifics of it all, and including especially the
Ooh, a double one.
bronies and everything. My life
Oh,
including
I'll
related,
indulge myself
so
then a bit. Thank you very
I'm very
much.
sorry to all of you. Please, please, please
Ah.
forgive me, and I hope I can make it up to everyone, and that we can all
Ah.
move forward from this.
Another one.
Please, I'm sorry, for ruining your fandoms.
Then at a time. Bam, 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 bam. Want me to
Also
be so
on that
hydrated?
day,
I will literally
Christine went
become
to
water.
Twitter to announce that
Literally
she had apparently
become water,
traveled
mind
to
you.
the home of a fan residing in Virginia to personally deliver the vintage GoBots toy they had purchased from her eBay store. On
Mhm.
April 22nd, she changed her Twitter profile picture to a stylized illustration of herself being kissed on the cheek by the artist of the image,
Disgusting.
Twitter user Ting Tings, who was part of the Quick Protect Squad collective of supportive online acquaintances. This came
Water has
about
everything.
after Chris
I mean,
privately messaged
yeah.
Tings to inform her
Words
of
are
her
mostly made
supposed
of water.
marriage to Magichan and Crizel.
Yeah, the fact that
and
we're actually
invited
made of the
Ting
same
Tings to
stuff
join
is...
her so-called
Isn't that kind of
harem.
depressing when you think about
Tings
it?
then strongly implied in Twitter replies
Really,
that she was
really.
Chris's sweetheart. The next day, Christine put up a collection of 32 pornographic drawings
Ugh.
she had made in the past,
Disgusting.
including She Came for Quick, which depicted Christian sexually satisfying his friend, Megan Schroeder, which,
Why
like she
do
had
you
claimed
fucking
years
feel
prior,
the need
was
to
cut
put
up
stuff
into
like that
small
out?
square pieces.
Must be hundreds of
The
better
background
things you
of
could
the
put
preview
out.
image was a collage that featured photos and drawings of Chris committing sexually suggestive acts, all presumably taken from the quickie. Christine wrote in the
fuck
listing's
you.
description that she was ashamed
9.
of the works and would not be including a certificate of authenticity. The
Well,
lot of drawings
because that means
was
so
priced at
fucking
$1,000.
much.
She elaborated on Twitter that she
Ouch,
wanted the
ouch,
collection to be
ouch.
sold within 4
For
days
fuck's
because there
sake.
was a bill collector after her. However, the listing was removed by eBay for featuring pornographic imagery.
You don't say.
On April 24th, Jack Z's real name and personal information
Okay.
was leaked on the Kiwi
We
forums.
need to go into
To
that
combat
cave
this,
to
Chris wrote on
activate
Facebook
the
in
next
an effort to
flames.
mislead the trolls by providing a false real name and location for Jack Z.
Good times.
Later that day,
Good
to increase
times.
funding
It's totally
for her
not gonna be
various
cancer.
financial needs, Christine proposed some incentives on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, pull yourselves together if y'all want to see another house tour video. $200 directly to my PayPal gets y'all the house tour, inside and outside. No
Mm-hmm.
negotiations on the price. Anyone living locally to me in Virginia or visiting in Charlottesville, I'll give y'all BJs for money too. Serious. Twitter
Yeah.
user Ting Tings
Half and
later
half, huh?
privately messaged Chris
I'm not
about her
interested in.
prostitution posts, asking if she was serious about the offer, with Christine replying that she was.
Jesus
Other
Christ.
users of the Kiwi Farms shared their private messages with Chris regarding the prostitution proposition.
That's not
She
normal.
revealed that she considered herself a beginner at giving blowjobs, having apparently practiced on her boyfriend, but was willing to learn and adapt further. She set a blowjob at a price of $50 and the prospect of anal sex at $100. Soon after,
Pretty
Lucas,
reasonable price,
a
though.
Twitter user, asked Chris to relist the lot of porn drawings on eBay, claiming he was willing to purchase it for $1,000. Christine wrote that she could not do that as it violated terms of service.
Yes,
However,
you
she
don't say.
managed to organize a trade, as the drawings were relisted specifically for the Twitter user to purchase, which he did, paying the total asking price. Lucas paid for the drawings with the financial assistance from his friend, known as Devil, and
It's
since
amazing,
the two lived
isn't it?
nearby, Chris agreed to personally deliver the artwork to Lucas's house, marking the first of many future occasions
boy.
in which Chris visited his home without his parents' knowledge.
Oh boy,
It was
oh boy.
possibly at around this time that Kiwi Farms user, the Captain, received Christine's amethyst high school ring. It was
Took a long
accompanied
time.
by a single-page comic, later named Sonichu Special 5, which depicts Chris initially transferring 99.9% of the ring's power to her Sonichu medallion, and then passing it over to the Captain for safekeeping. The Captain
After
later
it has
admitted that the
lost
short comic
99.9%
further proved to him
of its
that
power.
something was amiss,
It's
since
gay.
all the accompanying Sonichu characters in the comic panel appeared to be saddened by the relinquishing of the ring. The Captain during this time continued to exchange messages with
Oh, shit.
Christine, earning her trust by indulging
Ah.
in her fantasies of alternate dimensions.
I wanted to sit down a bit longer, you
Hastily
creature
took a
of
photo
hate
of the ring
and
and
murder.
photoshopped it to make it seem like it was emitting light, telling Chris that it was sending a message in Morse code, which apparently told her that the characters portrayed by the Idea Guys were lying to her and were not to be trusted. Not long after this discussion, she felt that she had enough proof to believe the Captain, so she gave him access to her social media accounts, including Discord, so that he could quote-unquote scan them for viruses. Upon reading through chats on Discord, the Captain was appalled by the Idea Guys' manipulative tactics, which by this point resulted in them extorting from Chris around $6,000
Jesus
worth of items, gift cards, and direct transactions. She confirmed this by sending him photos of
That's a
some of her
lot of
receipts.
fucking money. How
He
the
also
fuck did
uncovered
Chris
all the
manage to
videos
get that much
Chris
money
was
even?
forced to film, including some never revealed to the public, such as an alleged 2-hour-long reaction video of Chris watching disturbing pornography, and one wherein she hits her mother in the face. The Captain then alerted Kiwi Farms moderator and former head troll, Marvin, who coached him on how to talk like Chris whenever the Idea Guys messaged him. In the meantime, Marvin set up a script to rip and archive all the chat logs of the Discord, while Chris was told not to talk with the Idea Guys any further.
Chris is
She
feeling
used this
violent.
time to catch up on
Yeah,
all the television
I always had the
series she
feeling
had
that, you know,
wanted to watch,
on
but
command,
couldn't,
Chris
since she
would
was
become
apparently
violent.
restricted from doing so by the Idea Guys.
Basically.
After about a week, all
I mean,
of
honestly,
the Discord group's chats
not
and
surprising.
meeting records were logged, and the Captain stopped messaging them back using Chris's account.
Simple fact that you
Due
can
to the
just
sudden inactivity,
It's
the
so
Idea Guys
easily
panicked
force him to do
and banned
horrible
Christine's
things.
account and tried to erase all chat history,
It's
albeit
amazing.
in vain. During this
Amazing,
time,
honestly.
Joshua Moon, or Null, the administrator of the Kiwi Farms, was notified of the recent revelations regarding the Idea Guys. Null contacted the sheriff of Greene County regarding the extortion, but he declined to take action, apparently
What?
notifying Moon that what Christine did with her money was her own choice.
yes,
Chris's
but
pastoral
this is
counselor,
literally
Rocky Shoemaker,
extortion.
also learned of her ordeal, but instead of contacting the police, recommended that Chris be placed in an
Shit.
assisted living home. Null
Honestly,
then
would be
drafted a
better.
report to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, since the extortion took place across state lines. Chris
Would
later
be
printed
better,
and
would be
submitted
better
the
indeed.
report herself to the sheriff's office, but evidently no action against the Idea Guys was ever taken. In addition, Null tried
Interesting,
calling
interesting.
the parents of Joshua Wise and Stephen Boyd, but the two seemingly did not receive negative repercussions. As a result of the actions of Null, Marvin, and the Captain, the Idea Guys ceased all communication with Christine,
That's for the
apart
better,
from one
honestly.
or two failed attempts to reconnect with her. The three members of the Kiwi Farms, who soon became referred to as the Guard Dogs, effectively earned Christine's trust and began messaging with her on a near-daily basis.
I mean, somebody has to keep a watch, because honestly, Chris is really
On
not the
April
sort of person who
27th,
should have
Brian
access to
Schumann,
social
the
media
artist
in
who made
any
the
fucking
Christian
form.
prequel comic, announced a so-called main art contest,
Because
asking his
honestly,
fans to
look
draw
at
him
Chris.
in unkind
Look at what
ways,
Chris does
with
when
the
left on his
entry
own.
winning a prize of $50.
Disgusting, isn't
Christine
it?
soon entered the competition with a drawing of Shickley's face, accompanied by a poem. Brian, the sexy Shrek-like vampire with messy
It's
hair.
not mentally stable.
There
Not
is a unique
at
charm
all
that really
mentally
gives
stable.
it great flair. Come
Quite
on over
literally
and toss
a
on
danger
my
to
quills, and maybe my
himself
shock
and
therapy
probably his
will
mother,
cure your
honestly.
ills.
I
One
wouldn't
that
be
brings out
surprised if
repressed
that
urges. You are the
supposed
man
video of
with
him
the
hitting his
surges.
mother is
Chris
probably a
ultimately
thing.
failed to make it to the final stage of the competition. Also, toward the end of April, Christine wrote several tweets replying to comedian Kevin James, complimenting his appearance. She then went to YouTube
You
to
don't
like the
see
music video
me.
for the Polish song
Yeah.
Divine na Ring by Pujan Band, solely consisting of clips and pictures of the world's strongest man title holder and mixed martial artist Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Those are some clean ass models. Fair enough.
On April
Song
29th,
meh, but
she
well.
wrote a series of tweets reassuring her
creature that created
followers
you.
that her situation had recently turned
Yeah,
for the better, and
kinda
that she was
normally don't
thankful
do
to the
that.
CPUs, or goddesses
Most people
of the
don't
hyperdimension
get that
Neptunia
idea,
games for her
or
redemption.
you know, don't feel
Brian Shickley
any
then
sort
wrote
of
to her to ask if she
internal
was
border
attracted
to
to
that
him,
idea.
to which she wrote, "You are very
Most
attractive,
people,
Brian.
that is,
I could
most
kiss your
people.
good-looking face anytime." Semicolon close parentheses. On the final day of
Chris,
April,
could you
she
stop
publicly
being disgusting,
revealed that
please?
one of her two romantic partners was Chriselle Rosechew, who was previously unseen by the public. On May 1st, an unknown individual met Christine at the Anytime Fitness gym
Yeah, right, I
and
need
took
to
a
drive
photo
that
of
into
her.
the fucking grave, don't I?
Later that day, Chris shared a year-old Facebook post of her attempt to repair her iconic polo shirt known as the Classic. She revealed
And we
that it
shall
had
water
begun to fall
ourselves.
apart again, with significant holes appearing in the armpit region. In the comments section, a Facebook friend implied Chris was a monster because she had run someone over with her car. The friend was promptly blocked because of her insults. Chris then suggested that she should go to the gym and lose some weight. Another friend encouraged
Anyone
Chris to
surprised?
stay
Would anyone be
strong,
surprised
calling
if it
her
came
Chris,
out
which Chris corrected
Chris
to Christine.
drove over
Another
someone
Facebook
with
friend
the car?
stated that her own mother's name was Christine, and that some people called her Chris, showing the abbreviation was valid for both
I mean, I
men
wouldn't
and
be
women.
fucking
Chris elaborated that
surprised,
she did not
honestly.
mind so much by what name she was called, and urged others online to respect her pronouns. Soon
Yeah,
after, Christine blocked
screw
this friend
screw
as
your
well
pronouns.
for
I am far
apparently
more worried about the
reacting
fact
to the
are
revelation
you
of her running someone
Yeah,
over with a
shit.
laughing emoji, and suggested that she and her husband should go to the gym and lose some weight. On May 2nd, Chris expressed her
Oh, that's
distress
gonna be
at
painful.
finding out her
Oh,
monthly
it's gonna be a
earnings
painful
on the fan
run.
support site Patreon had suddenly diminished from $900 to $450.
Getting to that grave.
Later that day, she put up a
I
signed
knew this quest
Sonichu
had a shitty
license plate
part.
on eBay for $350,
And I fucking knew it would be
which was
this.
quickly purchased. Around the same time, she bought an amiibo
Yeah,
figure for
honestly,
$29,
if you would have finished
along
this
with
quest,
two
it's kinda
other
unavoidable
purchases
that you die
which
at least
remained
one or two
private.
times, because how
2
the
days
fuck are you
later,
supposed to
she
reach? I
uploaded
never
a
understood how I'm
YouTube
supposed to
video
reach that
addressing
without
her
actually
Patreon page.
running into the fucking guards.
Hello, everybody. This is Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again.
Ja, du, niemand ist nice von anderen.
Good morning.
Yeah, kinda.
Morning, 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 morning.
Not feeling the need to indulge it though. Maybe I've played around with that a bit too much.
Of importance to talk about right now.
For the moment, I'm just
I
happy
wish to
running around.
apologize sincerely for the lack of progress, but I am not at liberty to explain what happened over the last
Keep it
few
loaded.
months.
The free pass.
But it's all being handled, and that I'm back. I'm back.
It's kinda tempting.
And I'm gonna do an exclusive Patreon only.
But I think for the moment we're gonna actually focus on
5-page
trying to
plus
get the leveling
comic
done.
about,
We do kinda have to make
Griselle and I, so
do in a relatively short amount of time.
it'll only be available to donators. So
Does mean that we kinda need
let's
to
get those
push.
budgets back high. And I'm ordering the books right now. I'm gonna have them rushed over here, and I'll have them all shipped out as soon as I get them. So thank you all, please. Put your pledges back up high, and I'll be able to do a whole lot more. I'm really sorry for all the lack of content and everything.
Is that the
the
right
delays.
grave? Yes.
But we're all taking care of that, and I'm back. I have people. We're doing it. Yay!
Revenge
Thank
shall
you.
be
Have a good
mine.
day.
That lost.
Also on that day,
You're gonna
an
die,
artist on
aren't you?
Twitter
I mean, you're
pondered
44
what
elite,
would
but these
their original
guards.
characters hypothetically say to them
Oh,
if,
these guards.
as Christine claimed, they were real. The artist revealed
Oh,
that
then
they
they're
were
gonna
not
run away?
serious about the musing, since they did not believe in the concept.
And
Christine replied, writing, "They are real,
Well,
and you can
probably
talk
gonna
with them
go
in
over
Psychic
to-
Mind Link about every creator and
the other area.
artist with characters and even imaginary
Relative
friends
Highlands,
all
yes.
possess this
To
ability
finish up a
to
few more
communicate
quests,
with them in
then
the
we
other
go to
worlds
Hammerfall and-
dimensions. You can too.
Yeah, that's probably
Open
where I'll
your
have
mind
to end
and
it.
heart emoji. Anything is possible.
Probably.
Go beyond this world and reality.
Yeah, probably.
Brian
I will
Shickley
have to.
joined in on the discussion.
Gonna be a long
stating that
week,
Chris
and
needed
since
to see a
I already
doctor
kinda
because
missed
healthy
yesterday,
functioning
well, that
humans
was
did not see cartoons
fun,
everywhere.
to put it mildly.
Later, in
You
response
know,
to
every
Twitter
single
user
week when it's
Tintings
about
criticizing
Monday,
Chris for
Tuesday
failing to
now,
show
I'm like, ah,
appreciation
yes,
to her patrons,
Sunday I will have some
who
fun
continued
times.
to donate their
Was
money in
precisely
spite
on
of
Sunday.
receiving nothing in return.
Shit had to
Chris
happen.
wrote that she did not mean to show unappreciation and that she was upset because she was hoping to use the funds to send out copies of
Pain in the
Brian
ass,
Shickley's
but-
Chris Chan prequel comic.
Can you know?
Shickley himself replied, stating, "Please don't drag me into this. I've drawn your OCs more than you at this point, and I don't make a percent of what you make for doing nothing."
I
He
mean,
added
fair
that
point.
if he were paid what Chris was, he would deliver double the promised number of Sonichu pages,
Ooh,
but
what a
highlighted
diss.
that he had no intention of doing so, and wanted to separate himself from Chris Chan, since he was being sent death threats, be it by those who liked Chris or hated her. Brian's girlfriend then interjected, asking Chris to stop sexualizing Shickley. Chris defended herself, clarifying that she was being playful and flirty, inspired by the Showtime Network TV series Polyamory.
How
Also on
about
that
no?
day, Tintings, who was part of the Quick Protect
How
squad
about
of
fucking
Chris
no?
Chan fans, messaged Christine, telling her that she feared the Kiwi Farms were about to reveal her personal information and wanted
Okay,
to
we
move
go
away
here,
from being
kill,
so
we go
close
there,
to
kill.
Chris's activities.
We go there, finish up the quest,
On
and
May
be
5th,
happy.
Chris published a short
There's this one
comic
annoying quest
depicting
over
her
there.
supposed
A
wedding to
memorable one,
Grizzle
actually.
Rosechew and Magichan
Yeah, the
Sonichu,
Shards of Mizrael.
publicly confirming her polyamorous marriage for the first time.
Pretty nice.
Later on, she
Quest
reflected
has
on
a
the
nice,
hate she received on the previous day,
ending,
wanting
basically.
people to know that she was true-hearted
Kinda
and
surprising
loving
one.
and not delusional
kinda
and
liked.
cartoony.
But
She wrote that over the past 6 months, something bad happened to her, about which she could not specifically talk. As a result, the family's finances were in a very poor state, and encouraged devoted fans of Sonichu and Rosechew to support her on Patreon, so she could present them with new, great ideas. 2 days later, Christine wrote a string of tweets highlighting that she came to the conclusion that the Quick Protect squad was a mere collective of trolls and not her true friends.
music is good though,
She
isn't it?
pleaded to have some real friends in her life. A short while later, Quick Protect Squad member Little Amy Chan tweeted that the group had turned into Hurt and had disbanded. Chris used this opportunity to reveal that she had been banned from the Anytime Fitness gym, which resulted most likely from a combination of constant bothersome phone calls from Weens and her frequent belches and flatulations. On that same day, Christine wrote that her mother had slipped and fallen at home,
Oh,
but
that
was
actually looks good.
ultimately not hurt, as some nondescript items broke her fall.
Uh-huh.
On May 8th, Chris attended her hearing concerning her charge of trespassing in the Fashion Square Mall. Her case was given a continuance, with her next court appearance scheduled for June 5th. Soon
How
after,
many bloody
Christine uploaded
continuance
a video
can you
featuring
get?
her mother, Barbara, while in their car.
Everybody out there, buy things off of eBay.
Off of Christine's eBay.
Off of Christine's eBay to help us pay our mortgage.
Is there
Please.
a set somewhere, set number like you can continue
When they
until
returned home,
10 times or
Chris
so?
filmed another video by herself and quickly uploaded it onto YouTube.
Hello, everybody. Christine Chandler coming to you live from home once again, and the mortgage payment.
Should I start
is
all of my
really
videos
due
like this? Like,
tomorrow,
hello,
and we
it's
have
me.
to make
I'm at
2
home.
month payments this
Where
month,
else would
and
I
we
be?
need
Where do you
like-
think I have
we
all
need
of my
like
setup?
$200, so please
You think I
get on
carry
eBay.
all of my
I
shit
just
outside,
did
including my
5 things
PC?
off of eBay. We need more money. And by the way, where did the
Does ever
money
get the
go
brain?
from?
Yeah,
Bunch
but it
of
is
previous
strategy.
sales recently? Oh,
You
my
really
God,
question
up to the
that?
past 3
Do you
months
really
of
want to
Patreon
ask that
book,
question?
and the rest of the money has to go towards the bills and everything, okay?
Yes,
So
it's
please,
fucking
by
normal
now,
that you have
we
to
need
pay
mortgage
your
payments, we need
fucking
food,
bills,
husband,
your
bust
fucking
up on
mortgage,
eBay.
every
I gave you
single
my mother.
time.
There is no excuse. This is truth. This is no lie. Bye now.
Fucking
She then
normal, it's
listed
just
in-person
fucking
celebrity
life.
visits from herself on eBay
Where did the money
for
go?
$500.
Well, let us remind us of the simple fact Chris has spent around $6,000 on the, what was it called, idea guys? In, you know, cards and stuff. You know? And then he has the audacity to come up and go like, where has the money gone? How can it be that we're out of money again? I totally can't imagine what has happened to us. Fuck you, Chris, and fuck all your fucking existence. Jesus fucking Christ, this guy makes me so fucking bad. And then he bitches and moans again about bills and mortgage payments. Like, yes, every single time those come around, you can actually count on them coming around. Every single last fucking time until you have paid them, and then you will have to pay them again because you will use your fucking electricity again. Meaning you have to pay for that again. And you have to pay for your internet. And you have to pay for your fucking mortgage. Yes. Why is that something that we need to talk every single time? Okay.
I can't cast it.
And he continues going, yes, my phone is kind of wanky now. I need a new phone. If you don't have money, you don't get a new phone. Fucking hell. That's not fucking rocket science. You don't earn much money, you don't get much shit. Now we new shit. Honey, you know, they are two things certain in life. Different taxes. Only one can cancel out the other. Fair enough. Yes. Taxes will have to be paid, but not even that, just, you know. You don't get electricity for free. You don't get water for free. You actually pay for that shit. That's really not fucking... It's not surprising. It's really not surprising. You just know it's coming every single damn time. The fact that they can't manage to even plan around that simple expense that will continuously come along. It's amazing to me. That's really fucking amazing. Oh, fucking Chris, Jesus Christ. Makes me actually mad. That's quite a feat. Not many people manage to get me that riled up.
Help us.
Stop begging, get a fucking job, you asshole.
Money we lost a whole bunch of money.
Fair enough. We can probably take down most expenses down to taxation. I don't fucking care, get another one. It's not that fucking hard to get a simple job, just stand at the fucking factory line and put fucking things on other things. I've done jobs like that. Fuck you, Chris. I feel nothing for you in positive sense. The only thing I feel when I see this picture is I want to punch you in the face.
In the aftermath of the Idea Guys saga,
Do you know how
Christine was
many
left in a
people you need to
dire
just stand at the
financial
fucking line and
situation.
put one thing on the other
Desperate to
thing?
meet obligations, she lashed out
Quite
at
literally.
her real-life surroundings, which all
They
too
don't
often
ask for
were
your work
unkind to
history or
her.
anything. They are just like, okay, you need a job here. Stand here every night from 22 to 6. Do it.
While they no longer
Get money.
actively influenced her, they imprinted onto her a seemingly tangible world where Chris had true control.
See, if you're not good with
influence,
customers,
and
then work a
love.
job that doesn't
A magical
require you to work with
escape,
customers.
too
Take a job where you just
alluring
need to
to
stand
let
at the
go.
fucking factory line, wait for parts to come, put the parts that are next to you, grab them with your right hand, grab the other one with your left hand, put it on, put it together, put it on the line again, next. Do it over and over again for fucking 4 hours, take a half-hour break, do it another 4 hours, and go home. Ain't rocket science, man. I've done jobs like that. Doesn't pay well, but it does pay. Doesn't really matter, honestly. These people don't give a shit. I've seen people who can practically not fucking read or write at those lines. The fuck they got that job, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They got it. Because, you know, even a fucking trained monkey could do the job, so they're not going to care. Basically, the only thing that would probably excuse you if you're openly admitting to being a fucking homicidal murderer or something.
What made her this way?
See, that is what really
What is
pisses me
the
off.
attraction?
There are options, and she's fucking begging,
What keeps us
begging, and
fascinated?
begging.
This is the story of Christian.
Yes, putting a poor monkey there would be seen as unethical, but putting a poor asshole there who has to actually stand there for 8 hours, yeah, that's totally ethical, correctly. Desperate times. I remember those desperate times when I desperately needed money myself. I wasn't sitting around begging into a camera at that time, no. I went out there and got a fucking job.
2018,
Yeah, here's some
after
first wood.
updating to a newer model for free, Christine listed her old iPhone 6 on the online
Ultimate work
auction
effort from the
site
monkey dough.
eBay. The phone's wallpapers were fan-created art pieces of Magi-chan Sonichu and Sonichu, and the back of the device was personally signed by Chris.
Yes.
On May 10th,
Let's take the monkeys
a
out of the
user
streets.
who
Those
privately
poor
messaged
creatures.
Chris confirmed that the
If they ever wanna
chambers
have
were
a fucking
able to
home,
gather the funds needed
they have to work
for
the
2
jobs.
months' worth of mortgage payments. On that same day, she wrote a tweet on the social media site Twitter, targeting a member of the disbanded Quick Protect Squad group of Chris Chan supporters. Here's a special shout out to @Little Amy Chan, the annoying troll who treated me like a stupid idiot.
Chris, give me a second here. You can't really blame somebody for treating you like a stupid idiot, because quite frankly you are. If you haven't understood this at this point in time, Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, come on. But that's not even an insult. It's just stating the fucking facts. One of the facts, apart from any others. I mean, you know, do you remember not that long ago, I think half an hour ago, when we had those many little tweets going like, yes, I'm a sexual divine to an unbelievable degree, I'm into everything. Young people, old people, scat, piss, whatever the fuck could reasonably get somebody off, that is absolutely out there. Yeah.
And thought she could win my favor by direct messaging me fake sweet words of encouragement and fake voice messages.
Come on,
It's
shoot
already
it.
been tried a gazillion times, sister. You lose! Amy responded, defending herself against accusations from other users, claiming that she only wanted to help Christine with her comics. Chris interjected, denying claims that Quick Protect Squad member Ting
This
Tings was
gets
responsible for any of the harm she experienced over the past few
well,
months,
up.
confident in her
Nice.
assessment, since Chris felt she was a good judge of character. Chris then angrily engaged with several
The same person who has been, I don't know how often, tricked and abused and whatnot, calls himself a fucking good judge of character. Yeah, sure, that's reasonable. Realize that you are indeed, Chris, a very bad judge of character. You don't even see the obvious trap from fucking a mile away, even though it is quite literally giving you a fucking smoke sign, a giant one. What grip on reality? I don't think this particular creature ever had any grip on reality, honestly. I mean,
Twitter users who criticized her for allegedly
if it
mismanaging
at some point was
finances and
a
for
thing,
wanting
then it
Chris
was a
to
very
publicly
slim grip.
acknowledge them. To one Twitter accusing her of becoming a villain before calling her Christofina, Chris replied,
Christofina.
asterisk,
Yeah.
asterisk, asterisk, Christine, asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
Yes, I get it, there's
Fucking
asterisks
internet
there.
douche whore. I'm fucking mad. I'm sick of the hate. I'm sick of everything. You
Yeah,
don't
then
know what I'm
stop
going
being on
through.
the internet, you
Another
mongoloid.
commenter
That's not fucking
supposed
hard,
that
now, is
the
it?
Christian activity archiving
Cut the
site,
line,
the Quickie,
focus on
would have a
life.
field day cataloging her recent Twitter activities, to which Chris commented,
I mean, we'll get there.
"Your mom is going to have a field day with your limp dick." After
Wow,
YouTube
what a
personality
creative
Dankula
insult.
retweeted her latest rage-filled message,
Congratulations.
theorizing that her account had been hacked. Christine replied, saying she could not think straight when she was angry, and reflected that when her mind went blank, she could not remember what she ate for breakfast. She then announced it was nappy time. Chris later apologized to her followers for getting angry, confessing that her brain felt like the fireworks on the 4th of July, the Independence Day of the United States.
Yeah,
She
thanks,
finally
narrator.
wished her followers a good night.
Even
and
we
warned
poor
everyone
Europeans
to
do
behave
now
themselves, lest
that
they
is
be blocked by her.
America's flag day.
Chris
That they
accompanied
very much
her
like to
Twitter
celebrate.
tirade with a YouTube video in which she continues expressing her anger at trolls.
Yes, I know, it's always the troll's fault. It's never Christine's fault. No. Of course not. Who's at fault?
sick of
Fucking
the trolls.
trolls. They are evil. They are responsible for everything. Yes.
Commentary. I want not Tory. Freaking commentary anymore. I've been a sentimental individual. My father always told me to suck up for and stand up for myself, and he always said the same thing. You know he did. He told you all the address of this very house and our phone number. Take out, like, you know what? You want to come at us? You want to come at us? You come at us.
Yeah, I'm very scared. Very scared. Yeah, that's totally. But actually, this video alone would make me actually want to be meaner to Chris. And I'm sorry to say, but what can I say? He's quite literally bringing it on himself. Yeah, Chris, how did it work out? It's a good question that Strategy's asking there. How did giving people the home address and phone number work out? We need a fucking reminder, because apparently you need one.
And I will not tolerate any more hurtful comments or BS from any of you spiteful, hating people anymore!
80 people.
You
I have to
better
remember
step up,
that.
be kind,
Yes,
be
you're spiteful and
courteous.
hatey.
What is that?
Very hatey.
Also on that day, Chris delivered 2 paid video requests starring her mother, Barbara. Both were commissioned by the same individual who had previously paid for the short clip of Barbara dancing. In the
Yeah,
first
she does
video,
a very
She wishes a happy birthday to Nicholas Cruz, the perpetrator of the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School
imaginative
shooting of
twister dance.
2018.
Fam, then there's making yourself a target. Try and send both the world.
Hello. My name
Yeah,
is Barbara Chandler.
let's just say,
I wish
you
to
know.
wish Nicholas Cruz happy birthday.
Yay!
Please
Evil people.
buy Christine Chandler's merchandise to help us pay the mortgage. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
And where do we buy this stuff from?
Marshall Debris, you will die.
Bye.
You're an evil person. Apparently. I don't know why I'm killing you. I think there was a quest from one of the undead who's like, they're alive, we need to kill
No,
them.
that's all.
Well, it's a fair point from an undead perspective. They're alive, we're not. Kill them.
Why can't you say have a good day?
Have a good day.
Have a fucking great day.
Recharging.
Make it
Next
round.
was a video dedication for Sandy Hook Elementary School shooter Adam Lanza.
Okay.
My name is Barbara
Quite the
Chandler.
famous people you
Shout
are
out to
congratulating.
Adam Lanza.
Hands up. Jeez. Oh well. Cool.
On May 13th, to commemorate Mother's Day, Christine
Yeah,
tweeted
probably
her
a good idea
wishes
to
to
go
her
outside.
fans and added that
I was
she
getting
allegedly
kinda-
received inspiration
Yeah,
from
she's
the drawings
she's
from her
definitely
family
getting
in
older and more
Greenville
forgetful
will
and
be
less
uploading them
concentrated.
soon. She closed
honestly.
by notifying her followers that she gave her mother hugs and kisses and encouraged everyone to do the same. She soon after posted a new drawing, which depicted Sonichu,
I mean, this
Rose
happens
Chu,
to
her
some
real
degree
world
when you
self,
grow
and her
older and
Quickville
older.
counterpart, who was touching her butt. Chris wrote that since Christine of Quickville couldn't exist without her, Christine was in a sense Christine's mother.
So you're your own
Followed
mother.
up with another
That's
drawing, which showed herself in her
disgusting.
Christian Sonichu form, exclaiming that she loved herself as she held the hand of Christian Sonichu of Quickville. 2 days later, Christine changed her relationship
Yeah,
status
it's not
on
going to
Facebook
work.
to married, revealing that her partners were Magichan Sonichu and Crizella Rosechu, and hinted that the Pokemon, Mewtwo, may be joining them in the future.
Aha.
Chris highlighted that the relationship was appropriate, since she herself was half Pokemon.
That's...
On May 16th,
Ah, yes.
she revealed on Patreon that she had printed copies of the Christian prequel comic made by
I'm
Brian
not even
Schaeffer,
going to.
signed and
I'm
ready
not
to
even
be
going
shipped
to
out in
sound
a few
surprised at
weeks,
this point. I'm just
but
going to sit here
stated
go like,
she would
yeah.
send them sooner if she received significant sales on eBay. Later on, she shared on Twitter a private video
Where's
that
the
was
asshole
sent
I need
to
to
her
kill?
by little Amy Chan. Chris confessed that she suspected
one of the
her
assholes
to be
is
a
up
troll,
here.
while
I know.
another Twitter user branded Christine a halfwit because little Amy Chan was simply being kind and encouraging to her. Chris responded, saying
it in
that
a
it was
different
difficult for her to tell who was genuine.
I mean, there never was
since
much
she
of a
had
grip on
been
reality anyway.
used
What's to
by trolls
lose,
and
honestly,
bullies for
at
so
this
long
point?
that she had to view everyone with suspicion for her own safety and peace of mind, and apologized
quite literally,
if she happened
there's
to be
really
wrong
not much
about
to lose
little
there.
Amy Chan. During this time, Chris began aggressively addressing one Michael Hertz, who had made several Twitter accounts through which he constantly wrote demeaning and insulting tweets at her, up to 100 per day, according to
Still is
Christine.
defective. No,
She
she's
branded
human.
Hertz as slow in the
Quite
mind,
literally,
and
Chris
called
has
for him
just
show
recently
real
announced to be
pictures
half
of his ugly ass
Pokemon.
face
I think we
so
have
that
left
people
the
would laugh
stage
at
of
him.
humanity. We have
Not
moved
long
into a
after she
new
blocked
realm.
Hertz's account, he made others, which soon were blocked as well.
So you know,
On May 17th,
let's let that
Chris
half
alerted
Pokemon
her
have its fun, I
followers that
suppose.
her cat, Sorbet,
At least
had
that
been
is
missing
going
for
to
over
do
a
well
week
for us,
after
because that means we
wandering
don't need to
away
take
from her
responsibility
house.
for Chris any
She had
longer.
notified
At least not full,
locals
because you
and
know it's not
posted
even fucking
flyers
human.
with her photos and description on telephone poles,
It
but
is
to
in
no
fact a half
avail.
Pokemon.
She thus
Made
went
for
online
us.
to increase awareness. A troll then contacted
Where's the
Christine
creature
with an
I'm trying
alleged
to kill?
photo of Sorbet,
Probably needs to
claiming
respawn.
he had him in his home, when in fact it was a photoshopped picture. Upon learning of the deception, Chris called out the troll on Twitter. The next day, Chris asked the official account.
But then again, you know,
presenting
I
the
think that is basically part of the
convention,
original
BronyCon,
lore
if she could
anyway.
attend the event
Because,
for
you know,
free,
Chris is
because they all
self-inserting
knew who she
himself into
was,
his own
and
work,
was
and in
having
his own work he
difficulties
can't
in
just be a
allotting
normal
funds for
human.
the
That would be
convention,
boring as
having
fuck.
purchased the standard
instead,
level
you know-
tickets, but wanting to upgrade to the VIP level. On May 19th, she returned to
Do we
Patreon
really wanna
with
lose our
new
Pokemon
updates
games
to her
though?
comic book,
Or do we
Sonic
go
Issue
all out
12
war against the
9,
aliens?
focusing
I'm
on
for
the
all out
story
war, actually.
counterpart,
Let
Night
humanity
Star.
come to
She then went to Twitter
its end,
to
just
apologize
as you
to
would
her
assume
former
it would.
friend, Megan Shorter,
doing the
and her
final
brother,
mistake.
John, acknowledging that Chris had wronged them back then and hoped they would respond, since time heals all wounds, and she needed closure.
Yeah, we'll give them COVID.
Also on that day,
We're gonna do a
YouTuber
desperate struggle,
and
shooting
Twitch
everything we have at them, and they're just gonna
Copus,
sit there in their
who
little
lives
ships and
nearby,
laugh at us and go like,
went with his friend to visit
then they kill us
Christine
all.
and give her fan art.
That's how I
he
see
had
humanity
drawn.
ending if we ever find any
She
aliens.
kissed both of
We're
them
also
on
probably
the
gonna
cheek,
try to fuck
and
them,
they
to be fair,
discussed
because, you
making a
know,
video
humanity.
together in the near future.
Wouldn't even be surprised. The very
Later
moment
that
we meet
day,
aliens, no matter what they
Christine
look like,
alerted her
somebody will drop
followers
porn of them
that
and
her
will
cat
immediately start
Polo
trying to
was
fuck
dying.
them.
She urged for someone to
And then
buy
we'll be
her
wondering
old
why the fuck
iPhone
they don't
on
like
eBay,
us.
and added that Polo was
Hmm.
at death's door, wrapped in a towel,
Laborer,
barely
laborer,
breathing
laborer,
and twitching.
laborer.
And if the cat didn't die by the following day, she would need more money to put it to sleep at the vet.
Laborer.
The next day, Chris tweeted that Polo had passed away.
Yes, but that would
The
actually
guard
assume that they
dogs
actually meet us
were
face to face
conscientious
without any
members of the
security
Farms
measures.
who frequently conversed with
If I
her
met an
and
alien
confirmed
species,
to
I would be
inquisitive and
donning a
critical
very
forum
nice
members that Polo was between
match
15
huge.
and
You can
20
count on
years
that
old
much.
and died from old age.
I don't know what sort of
denying
fucking diseases they
accusations
come
that
with.
He suffered neglect or abuse. Chris told a Twitter user that the cat was buried in the backyard next to her old dog, Patty. Not long after,
Kinda hoping
she
that would go a
continued
bit
reminding
quicker.
people of her old phone on
Oh,
eBay
look at
for
that.
$300, which she needed to sell to aid her dire financial situation. She added that she was willing
Yeah,
to
I don't think that
negotiate
would
the
be a war
price.
we could win, honestly.
Chris soon lowered the asking price to $250.
Any species being able
Later, she posted a donation link on
that
Twitter,
far more
writing that the family had no
in the
fresh
spacefaring
food,
area is
fruits,
probably a lot
vegetables,
more
or raw
developed
meat,
in most
sustaining
areas.
themselves on canned goods and an old bag of powdered milk.
Which is
alone.
probably gonna say a lot about
On
their
May 23rd,
technology
Christine
possibilities
posted a new Sonichu
when it
page
comes
on
to weaponry
Patreon
too.
in the hopes of attracting new patrons. Her longtime online acquaintance,
You wouldn't
Kenneth
die,
Engelhardt,
Portal.
suggested that she learn how to use
Evil
digital
creature.
and vector art software, such as GIMP or Inkscape. Chris instead suggested that he learn how to draw. Kenneth responded with a sample of
Yes,
his
that is
own
if they
art
actually let us. Would
depicting
you
his
let
original
some
Sonichu
random
option
stranger,
characters,
peasant, humans
Sonichen
in your
and
empire?
Rosegen.
No, you would not. You would
Towards
best
the end of the day,
invite him to
she
one
went
of your
back to
ships in a
Twitter to
quarantined
thank some
area.
generous
Because you don't know
individuals
what the
who
fuck
donated
could
gift
be
cards to
coming
the
there.
grocery store, Food Lion. In this way, proving to the trolls that donations would be spent.
How would we spread any viruses if they don't even let us
User
get
offered
close?
to order her a pizza or some other
Yes,
meal brought to
very
her
well
home
guarded,
by
and
the
then,
food ordering
you know,
and delivery
with suits that you
platform
can destroy
Uber
afterwards,
Eats.
because what the
Chris
fuck, you know,
scoffed at the
humanity,
thought
look
of
at those
pizza,
apes.
as it was junk food, and suggested
Like, you
the
know,
Twitter user buy
we
her
find
something
some
healthier.
mangy dog somewhere outside.
next
Probably
day,
a good idea to get
Chris
some
simply
gloves or
tweeted,
something, because, you know,
"This is a
I
test."
don't know what that thing is.
Kenneth soon inquired
Diseases.
about its meaning, to which Christine replied,
Some
stating
care might
that it
be
was a
appropriate.
test to see if he would respond to her tweet, since he had recently been over-engaging with her Twitter activities. Chris asked if he had a crush on her, and told him that her sweethearts, Magichan and Grizel, said they were not comfortable with him.
And let's just hope that never
Kenneth
happens, because I'm
simply
pretty sure
replied,
long before we
"No."
have the answer to
He
this
later
debate,
returned
humanity is
and
going
wrote,
to
If you genuinely believe they are, talking to
Quick fire
you,
all its
or that you have
weapons,
sex
see
with
what
them,
works.
there is a term
Nothing
for that.
works, we get
It's called
destroyed. End of story,
schizoaffective
because, well, you
disorder.
know, humanity.
Now go ahead and label me a troll, because I think you're having a psychotic break.
Yeah, pretty sure
First,
humanity would be
addressed recent
somewhat
happenings alluding to the idea
just
guides.
debating itself for a bit until somebody
I want
makes
to clear a
the quick
couple
short
things
decision
up.
and goes like bam,
First of all,
nuke.
it was not I, Christine Weston Chandler,
Because, you know,
offering services a few weeks back. Nor was
we
it I
tend to be
apologizing for
somewhat
ruining fandoms and the like.
paranoid against
While
even
it was
our own
physically me,
species.
that is my
How
physical
much more
form
paranoid do you think
behind the
people would be
keyboard,
against the
I was
whole
being
another species?
forced to write
Trash
such
stopped by.
things
Indeed, yes,
and
stopped by.
make dishonest
And he was very
apologies.
critic about it.
The people who did
As
that
usual.
to me know who they are, and their day is coming, and rightfully
Then he
soon.
left.
I know you read this.
And a nice
Don't
guy.
get too
I mean,
comfortable,
we
jerks.
we
in
don't
the
really
bluegrass
communicate
state
much,
or
I'm
golden
imagining, but
state.
you know,
She soon deleted these tweets
Show
and
dropped
wrote
by.
in their
Pretty
place
nice.
a more indirect message, stating that she was tired of being taken advantage of by every
finally
so-called
managed to get all the
queen
way over here
who read
again.
about her on the internet and was starting to fight back. She soon added another message,
well, yes, because
possibly as a response
slaves,
to
just like
Kenneth's
pets
previous tweet.
mostly, are not
And one
considered
day, very
equal.
soon, my family and I will
Considered
be
a
able
possession.
to show ourselves to you all. Then you will be taking back
Not the
your
nicest
own
way of looking at
schizo
things, but a
labels.
realistic way of looking at
Harumph.
things. Otherwise, how the fuck would you
On
justify
May
slavery?
26th, Christine asked for advice on Twitter, since the bulk of the yet unreleased Sonichu
Now
issue
then,
16
time to finish
was
some
heavily influenced by the
questions.
idea guides,
Could probably
and so
pick up a
greatly
few more.
featured
Actually, no,
what
we can't,
Patreon
because,
would
well,
consider hate speech.
just
She did not want to redraw issue
Look.
16 because she
Full.
put in a lot of work into
Very
it,
full.
but at the same time did not want to risk offending anyone or getting her Patreon taken down. She soon after deleted these tweets. Kristen posted that she was thinking of
I mean,
ideas to deal
as
with
I
the
said, you know,
troublesome financial situation,
supplies, no.
and rejected calls from observers to get
Just
a job
humans.
because she was certain her employers would
Just
be harassed
fucking-
by trolls until the end of Equestria. Instead, she preferred to work from
For
home.
the Horde.
Also on that day, YouTuber Kobus
like, hey, do you want
returned
some
with
here,
some of his
Taker?
friends to pick up Chris and film an
Gets random
interview with
items.
her at a local cafe.
I guess that sometimes
You
happens.
probably know about the kiwi farms, right?
Yes.
Yeah. People probably replied to you on Twitter when you posted the picture of us that I posted it on kiwi farms. I didn't even know what the kiwi farms was. I just thought like it was
What
a
else
place
do
to
we
maybe
have
brag about my
quest-wise?
experience, you know, because it was the first thing I thought of when I
Digital
got home.
store,
But then I
you know,
realized that wasn't such a good idea,
handful.
and most of the people on the forums were telling me it wasn't a good idea either.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'll forgive you this time.
Hello there,
what were you
Mr.
thinking when I
Kronos.
came to your house? How
Welcome.
did that happen?
I feel like I want to see on
Blood and
average,
thunder.
maybe once every few months.
Is it normally fans or normally trolls?
Damn it, now I have to
I'm not
walk
quite
back again.
certain.
Not sure. Maybe just people that live in the area.
What a-
just
what a
wanna
job.
be an icon.
Yeah, kinda.
They later move on to discuss the game Animal Crossing.
What's
Did
Yeah.
you
your
make
word?
an Animal Crossing video for your parents? I thought that was really nice.
Yeah.
I remember people saying, I
keep
thought this was
talking.
really cool. They
Not
said that you
bad.
pioneered the Let's Play experience.
I guess we could continue questing here a bit. Just for a tiny bit. Just for a while.
You're, commentating over gameplay before basically anybody else did on the internet. So some people consider you to have pioneered Let's Play.
Huh.
That's pretty
Pioneer
cool.
Let's Play.
Okay, well that's news
That's
to me.
Yeah, I saw that.
What can I help you with?
Do you know?
It's
the
special, you
HBO
think
Sam
about it?
Two documentaries?
Yeah, I set my own stuff up though.
He's
I'm gonna
making
be on.
this
Probably
crazy,
making team watch some
long, comprehensive
Christian since we
documentary, and
missed
I'd say it's
Sunday.
very objective. He's not making fun of you in any way. He's on part 10.
Yeah, I was just thinking about ending it because tomorrow is another long day. But I have
And everything in there.
probably some wiggle room somewhere this week. I just need to find out when, because then we can actually sit down and do something.
Making fun of you.
I basically have to go to bed in like 30 minutes time. I still need to prepare some things. Painful.
My good traits. But
Well, I'm working on something.
Well noted among which I have faith in the goodness of people. And
Goodness of people.
And that's discounting and discrediting
Wait,
the obvious
that
bad
can go
ones.
away. That can go away.
I
That
got
can
this
go
picture
away.
right here where somebody swapped our mouths and made Eric's head really big.
Can go away.
Oh yeah, I saw those. Yeah.
Well, was quite the uncomfortable night, to put it mildly, but, well, Old Man is back home again and feeling, a lot better, luckily enough. I say a lot, still needs to take some painkillers, but I guess it could be worse.
What's your opinion on Minions. How do you like Lee's Minion shirt he's wearing?
Oh yeah.
At the moment, once again, Happy Peppy. Oh well. As happy peppy as you can be, I suppose, after that nonsense. Yeah, they stayed there the whole night though, which really screws you over when you have to actually get to fucking work the next day. But meh. More important things than, you know, getting somewhat, go to work somewhat wrinkly. I'd say. We need alcohol, we would plenty. I would like to point out that since I don't have a store any longer, I don't actually have that much in the way of alcohol. Just a tiny bit of, you know, what was
On May
left.
28th,
Two
Christine
bottles.
went to Twitter to
Vodka.
thank everyone for donating
What can
to
I
the
do
Chandlers and easing their financial strain.
For the
Afterwards,
whole.
she revealed that a friend from Twitter
I mean,
had customized
I'm not sitting
a
here, you
collectible
know,
figurine
dry,
produced
but
by
I'm
Funko to make it
a
look
lot
like
drier
Sonic.
than I would have been
Sent it
before.
to Chris. Upon receiving it,
God damn it, it's
Chris
weird,
spent
huh?
5 hours
Drink it all.
making a
If I
custom
were to
box
drink it
for
all, I'd die.
She later added that she
That would mean I need to
cataloged
drink
the
like 5
Sonichu
bottles of
Funko
vodka.
figure with the
I
number
don't think I'm
982,
strong
since
enough
it was
for
allegedly
that particular
Sonichu's
potion
number in the
mixture.
Pokédex collection of
But,
official
okay.
Pokemon.
That's fair, I'm
Chris
gonna get
confronted
myself a
an
beer.
individual who disagreed with her statement,
Is that a good idea? Yeah, no,
implying
that's
that there were over
that beer shouldn't kill
1,000
me.
registered Pokemon in the dimension in which Sonichu, Rosechu, and the other Pokemon characters truly existed. She then requested that some make plush dolls representing Nightstar and
Wait a
Nugget,
second.
the My Little Pony
I get it.
counterparts of
You
herself
the beer.
and her lover. She later shared a new drawing titled Love is in the Air, which depicted Nightstar and Kun holding each other as they fly through the sky. The next day, Christine expressed her wish to either find someone who had her iconic classic polo shirt, or to have the manufacturer, Ralph Lauren, begin to reproduce it. Later on, a Twitter user suggested that it would be best if when drawing the comics, Chris should first draw the line art in pencil and then trace over that with pen, since that way it would improve her art. Chris
Dangerous
declined
combination,
the
do not drink it.
advice because she liked
Dangerous
drawing with
combinations?
pen
What are you
and did
talking
not
about?
want to constantly sharpen pencils, and that if she made mistakes, she could simply redraw the page.
I don't think there are many
The final days of
combinations
May,
that
Joshua
would
Moon, or Null, the
endanger me with
administrator of
beer
the Kiwi
combination
Farms,
right
bought
now.
Chris's old phone from eBay
Well,
for
maybe the
$100.
vodka would be kinda overkill.
Null also received a
fair.
personalized drawing depicting Nightstar, calling Null's pony persona handsome and cute. On June 3rd,
Aha.
Null notified Kiwi Farms readers that
Also
a
has a
famous
kiwi on
YouTuber
itself.
would soon interview Christine, and so asked members to provide any questions they would like to be included in the discussion. 2 days later, Chris attended the next scheduled court appearance regarding her trespassing charge at Charlottesville's Fashion Square shopping mall. It was given a continuance, with the next court date set on
Okay,
July
how many
3rd.
fucking continues?
Later in the day,
And you
YouTuber
get.
Count Dankula conducted an online interview with Christine, which was live streamed on
Count,
YouTube.
eh?
Here we are.
Swear to God, I've seen this face somewhere before.
Christian, it is amazing to actually finally be able to meet you. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you? Live on Space Coast, coast to coast.
Well then. Yes.
Well, I've been trying to get this interview set up for quite a little while. You're someone that I have actually watched for a good number of years. Obviously, you know that a lot of the internet are very interested in you, so I'm going to do my best to make sure this interview isn't like all the other.
It's a giant hole in your ear, though.
The interviewers have been pretty lame and they haven't dove too much into you, so I'm going to try.
I mean, I guess it's a matter of
Go
taste,
into
you know.
areas that some
To
people
each
may
their
not
own.
have spoke about. One of the main things that from what I've read and some of the things that I've seen is that you believe Quickville itself is a completely real place.
Indeed.
It is a real place.
See?
It is. No, and all the characters within Quickville are also
Oh yeah, there's
real.
that figure. I was for a second
Yeah.
kind of confused, like, what the
And
fuck is
one
burning
thing that
there?
I've heard as well is
Of course.
you believe that you actually can travel to Quickville.
Yes, I do believe so.
No, that's fine. What is it that actually makes Quickville a real place?
Well, right now it's just another dimension, and realistically, it's literally in northern part of Virginia.
Quickville's in the northern part of Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
So
grip on
you
reality
can
left
actually travel
whatsoever.
there.
Not in this world, I can get.
So what sort of
I have a way in
dialect
which I'll
is
be able
that?
to get there from this world
The Count is
to over
speaking
there
in?
in that world.
How is it you actually travel there?
Scottish
then?
or something?
Just curious.
We're still working on
I'm
the
wondering.
bugs of it,
Got it.
among which I've astral projected there.
Is there any evidence that you have that proves that Quickville is a real place?
That sounds Scottish to me.
I can
Haven't
show
heard
a
much
few things
Scottish
I've actually
people
got
speaking,
from
but
there.
you know,
If
sounds
you want to
Scottish
show them
enough.
on stream, yeah, that'd be good.
I have an SQ ball, for one thing.
Did you get
No,
that from
What do you
Quickville?
require?
Yep.
That's interesting. That's amazing. So, when you actually travel to Quickville, what do you do while
Yeah,
you're
it'll
there?
be some sort
I
of
help
nonsense
watch
like
over
that.
things. I help defend the city when need be. And I definitely see over the laws and things.
Right, because you're the mayor.
I'm pretty much the big leader. I'm the head honcho. I'm the creator and the chronicler.
Obviously, you
Put
created
certain turrets
this
in
place,
containers. I
so
don't care.
Would essentially you'd be a little bit higher?
If things
than
go well, I'll never
the
be
leader,
back to
then
fucking
wouldn't you
Delaware.
be the god
Wouldn't
since
be
you
Delaware.
literally
Delaware
created
sucks.
this place?
At least in this point in
No,
time.
I am not a god. Because
I'm not a
the
god.
creates
Well,
everything.
thanks.
I only created a portion. I do not create all things.
No, that's fair enough. That's very humble. So, what
yeah,
other
humble.
worlds have you travelled to?
I mean,
I
you
definitely
know,
been to
the count there.
You mean,
really
question,
polite,
is
isn't
that the
he?
My Little Pony one?
I mean, normally your first reaction to somebody
What
telling
did you
you
do when
stuff
you were
like this
there?
would... Actually, what would your reaction be? What would my reaction be?
Diplomatic thing.
I'd probably go like,
So do
aha.
these other worlds, do they have like
Okay,
diplomatic
moving
relations
on.
with each other?
Because
Then
what?
do you sort of act as a diplomat
Yeah, point. I
between the
just
worlds?
Among which,
predictable
and
shit.
an ally. I try
It's,
to be as good a friend as I can be.
it's
And
special,
you go to
honestly.
any conventions
Really,
or
really
anything
special,
like
I'd
that
say.
this year? You going to Comic-Con or anything?
Honestly,
Yeah, I'm going to BronyCon later this year.
I'm thinking about it, you know,
That's cool.
potentially, if I had
I'm
gotten a
probably
chance to have an
Comic-Con
interview
myself.
with Chris,
BronyCon, like
would
close
I
to home,
use such a
just like
chance?
pretty much a
Would I
2-hour
want
drive from
to?
here.
Well, I'm all the way over in
Well,
Scotland.
yes,
Oh, that way you
on
are.
one hand,
I
because
thought your accent
very,
was
very,
quite
very
genuine
curious.
to be a Scottish accent.
On the other side,
One
would
thing
I
as well
really
is,
would I
some
take
people
that
want to
blow?
know, obviously, your famous medallion. You know, it's one thing that is, yeah. Yes, he's the famous medallion. Is that actually a key to traveling at all?
That pretty much would be my key
Yeah, let's
to
do
my
a bit of this while I'm
transforming
drinking my
my
beer, and then we'll
form
fly back, and then we'll
back.
prepare for next time.
But really
I'd say that's a
more was
pretty
not the
solid strategy.
physical medallion, but more the my
It's
crest
gonna get in,
behind down my
isn't it?
chest. That's this shape.
So is it a case of that sort of makes sure that if anybody else goes to Quickville, they can't transform into Sonichu, only you can.
It's a very select few.
I mean, you know, there's
My
not
father
gonna
was
be much
half
of a
Sonichu.
debate, because
Your
you just
father
have to
was half
accept all
Sonichu
of
as
Chris's
well.
points, otherwise he's
Yes,
going to
yes.
endlessly turn around or
What
just
about-
stop
what
right
about
in the
Barb,
middle.
your mother?
I'd imagine him having
No, she's
just
not.
that sort
You
of
know, she's
childlike
just
reaction.
100% human.
Gets presented a
Yeah.
point he doesn't like.
But
Stops
your
talking to
father
you.
was
Beware.
half Sonichu as well.
Yep.
Yep. Can see
Is
that
there
happening.
anybody else?
Which would
in
really
this
piss me off, you know.
dimension who's half Sonichu that you know of?
Those that were born in this dimension, there were only.
Let's
I
look
know
again for the
there were
troll
only
thing.
3 of us that were
Yeah, I
half
kinda figured.
Sonichu, that's
Being
me,
on a dead server really
my
has its
father,
disadvantages.
and Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
You do
The
that,
serial
Kronos? I'll be,
Mistaken for a
I'm
serial
gonna
killer,
check the
but
shift plan and
he was
see,
not.
because there are some changes still happening, of
Ted
course, you
Bundy
know,
was put on trial.
in this week's
and
shift
stuff.
plan. As soon as I can see the picture,
Yeah,
I'll
the
let you
Wikipedia
know.
page reads,
To have a bit more time so we can
that was
play.
not lit.
Get some
He
play
was
now, because I've
clear- he
really,
was
really
framed. He was-
I don't like missing my Sunday entertainment.
Actually working
The week
on
feels a
the
bit
cover at
more
the time.
dull otherwise.
So
Indeed.
Ted Bundy, the guy who was, as you
How was
say,
I going?
falsely put on trial for being a serial killer.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was
he
going
was,
there.
he was
I'm an
half
idiot.
Sonichu.
Yep.
So did him
Where's the
being
shop man?
falsely put on trial
Where's the
have
shop
anything
man?
to do with
That's
the
the shop
fact he
man.
was half Sonichu?
Oh, drop lady, to be fair.
Or
I
was
haven't
that
got
just
all
unfortunate
day.
circumstance?
It was just an
Where is
unfortunate
it?
circumstance. Oh, what the there were circumstances.
It's,
Right.
not 10, 9, that's 8, isn't it?
As far as things go, I think we've covered pretty much everything but there's no more questions rolling in and stuff like that. But I can let you wrap up the stream
The
If you
kitty.
want just now, is there
Kitty gets
any
nervous.
final message that you would like to get across?
Kitty
to
feels like
everyone?
it's time to get some food.
Yeah, don't bully people. Show some kindness and respect to others.
You know,
Give
from a
them,
normal
like,
person, that sort of advice would be like, yeah, that seems
like, put yourself
reasonable.
in their shoes for
Coming
a
from
moment
Chris,
and
who is an all-throughout lying piece of shit, to put it
think.
mildly, it's really not
Somebody talked to you
convincing.
like that, would you feel good? Would you feel bad? And I would say, if it makes you feel bad, then I would just not do it. So, be good, be respectful, be kind,
Yeah,
stop and think.
That's
Chris.
good. No, that's
Otherwise,
wholesome.
please
That's a
stop
really good message.
And not even that,
Thanks,
it's...
it was good. It was really insightful. It was good
Let's
to
be
learn
honest,
a bit
Chris is a
more
bit of
about
an
yourself
asshole.
and also about the Quickville University.
The things he
I really
did
appreciate you
have proven
for doing this for me.
without any
Chris,
shadow of a doubt that he
thank
is
you
quite
very
literally
much.
an asshole.
Speak quickly.
Excellent, right. Thanks very much for coming, guys.
To most
right.
people, actually.
What is it?
Thanks
That
for
kinda
the
sounds
memories.
really, 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 really hollow to me.
What now?
On June 9th, Christine
That's putting it
purchased
mildly.
a released bundle of classic Sega games for the PlayStation 4 for $30. Soon after, she posted a new page from Sonichu issue 12-9 on her Patreon, revealing that Cunt Nugget's name had been changed to Kun Hanfu, prompted to do so by Null, who was annoyed by the crude pun injected by the idea guy, Joshua Wise. Kun's new name instead directly translated to happy in Vietnamese. The next day, she bought 2
Happy
My Little
in
Pony
Vietnamese.
Funko Pop
Well,
figurines
sure,
for
why
a
not?
total of $34.
Why are you
On June
spending your
12th,
money
Chris
again
listed
on
and then
fucking
quickly sold a
nonsense?
set of original Pokemon cards
Fucking
he
Chris.
made in
And
2004.
just
depicting her
fucking a
original
day or so
Sonic
later after he
characters
does these
for
purchases, he's gonna start
$100.
begging again, going like,
The
I'm
next
out
day,
of money,
Chris
I need
notified
help
her Twitter
again.
followers
Fuck you,
that
Chris.
all business inquiries should be sent to her new quickville.us domain email. This
Really,
was
really
established
fuck you
by
hard.
Null
What is
in an
it?
effort to direct all trollsome and
What
winsome
you-
correspondences to the new
Okay,
email
we're gonna
managed
go
by him, which would
Flying
in turn
back.
clean
I'm
up
gonna quickly
Chris's
finish
own
this
personal
beer, because there's
inbox.
really not much left.
In
I've been
addition,
busy drinking
this
this on the
resulted
side.
in the so-called Operation King Snake, which consisted of Null posting on the QB forums fuming emails directed at Chris, or messages hoping to initiate new trolling sagas, exposing the senders' email addresses and their identities if possible. Null typically ordered these wannabe trolls to commit suicide. Also on that day,
Nick yourself.
Christine launched a
Person
crowdfunding
needs to spend
page
the
on
money.
the website
Get
GoFundMe
stock
with
market.
a goal of
Then she can make a profit
$400,
once.
which would allow her to attend the
You
Too
really
Many
think so?
Games gaming convention held in Oaks, Pennsylvania. Her plea was accompanied by a YouTube video posted that same day.
Also, that's not
Hey,
how Chris's
everybody,
mind
this is
works.
Christine Chandler coming to you
Chris
live
is the
from
kind of
home
person
once
who needs
again,
the immediate
and today I'm here
gratification
to make an
every single time.
announcement. Who wants to help
Playing
me
the stock
go
market
to
requires a bit of
gaming
patience.
convention in Pennsylvania?
And it actually doesn't give you an immediate
Mini
gratification.
games.
You lose some money, you'll gain some
I
money,
really want to go.
have
I've
some
been
ups and
invited.
downs. That's not
I need the money
gratifying.
though. Yes, hotel.
Which means
Need help out
Chris
here.
would never do
So
that.
I set up a GoFundMe. Help me achieve a goal of $400
See?
to pay for everything I
One
need.
day later, quite
See
literally,
me.
and Chris has already started begging for money
A
again.
couple of weekends. Yeah.
Instead of
Now help me
fucking
reach
buying
the goal of
every single time
$400 by
toys, he
this
could just
weekend
put it
to
aside.
make it a real guarantee to see me in Pennsylvania.
Never heard of insider trading.
Thank you
Yeah,
all
but that's
so much,
forbidden.
and have
And
an
we're
awesome
not trying to
time
encourage
today.
Chris to commit more crimes than he has already committed.
This was soon followed by another video concerning her character, Nightstar.
So for those of you who don't know,
I mean, to be fair,
Nice
yes,
Night
it's be Chris being Chris, it would be like
You can stand
making
on
a
her-
video
stand
going
on
like,
her,
I just
stand
bought
on
stock
her
of
highlights.
company
She's
XYZ,
my
and you would
unicorn.
immediately see
She's
the
my
value drop
counterpart.
down
She's
like
my
shit.
And she's definitely my counterpart, just like the
What has happened?
Christine
So
Chandler
it's
of Quickville.
the Chris
We
effect.
both- It's like the three of us, we do coexist. And you know, Nightstar can become human through Twilight's mirror. And
It would be a very interesting form of
as
insider
some of you
trading, I'll
should be
admit.
aware by now, there
That's
are,
one
like,
you really don't see that
69
often, where you use somebody's
special
infamy
side shoes and rose shoes
to
out of the
discredit a
thousands that
stock,
came out of that chaotic
basically.
rainbow on February
Interesting
1st,
enough.
2003. And that's counting Sanchu and Rosie, and they both are the primes, and they both are our specials.
There are 2
Thresholds.
out of the 69.
She then describes the concept behind the transformation into Nightstar's Sonichu form.
But anyway,
How the fuck
point
that would
is,
work?
Nightstar is equal to me, just like Christine Chandler at Quickville. Alright?
Well, yeah. Go ahead, explain further.
Counterpart, yo. Okay?
Yo.
And
yourself.
being one of the specials, she's part of my family, part of our family.
Mm-hmm.
And that is why, among which, aside from this being originally being intended as a kind love letter to the Brony community as well,
Uh-huh.
my counterpart, and she's half Sonichu.
Very important to
Dimension
mention.
Tripper, psychic powers. A whole lot of details. Overpowered? Yes, but there's so many damn powerful villains everywhere. So anyway,
Yes,
important.
but they kinda need to be,
Nightstar,
because, you know, if a
and
villain has
everything
no
that's
power,
happened in
then
Russia is written in this
why
book
should I
did
fear them?
happen.
Doesn't really matter what
I
power they have,
know
as long as they
for
have it in
a
spades.
fact.
I have something to fight
Alongside
against.
Quickville
Be evil.
and everything in our sister dimension from
I
this
mean,
book.
otherwise, how the fuck would you justify
Okay.
me having to level up to level, I don't
So
know,
Nightstar
999 in order
is
to beat
very
them?
important. At least to me.
Just some, you know,
Alright?
basically random Joe off the street was like, yeah, I
With
took
the
up on
recent
Bedrock.
ousting of the Idea Guys came support in the form of Null and the other guard dogs, who did what they could to quell the abuse and negative attention that surrounded Christine. What they couldn't restrict, however, were Chris's own actions, which would undoubtedly, like many times before, attract many curious and unkind eyes
Are
once
you
more.
surprised? Are you really surprised that that would happen? Chris. Now once again being special. Well then, isn't it good timing? Part has also just ended. We're just back. Jesus Christ though. You can feel how this is getting ever worse because Chris is really losing it more and more. Doesn't really understand what is reality and what is not. Equates own fantasies with reality. Doesn't understand why other people look at it and go like, huh, no. But see, now we have officially reached a point where we can reasonably assume that whatever sort of horrible nonsense is going to happen next actually becomes a lot more reasonable. Because if you don't distinguish between reality and dreams, you, well, you're quite capable of doing many horrible things. Justifying them all along. Still though. Poor hyper dimension. Furious. Having to suffer the wrath of Chris. Which reminds me that I should actually set up a stream of that at some point. We're gonna play some hyper dimension. Not really a game I would say is I mean, technically speaking, if you're into grinding, you can have a lot of fun with it. Jesus, though. I mean, hey, as we've seen, you know, for at least one conversation, Jesus has rejoined the chat and was like, okay, even I'm going to start bullying Chris now. I did kind of find the irony of that rather amusingly, to be fair. But oh well. Amusing as that was, and amusing it was, there's no question about that. I think we have seen some interesting developments, to put it mildly here. And we've made a level up and wow. I mean, yeah. Good things all around, I'd say. Enough sucking soul shard stuff and back full again. That does make me feel rather satisfied. I think next time we're going to do some more leveling around here in the RC Islands. Maybe a bit more. We still have some finished quests that we kind of need to quickly drive back, fly back basically, and give. But honestly, we are not in any rush basically to do that. So we're kinda relaxed, ammo-wise. Comes to that shit. Basically, as long as they don't become grey. I don't really give a shit when I get the next. And honestly, one of the main reasons why a lot of people have a lot more time in their leveling process is because they do actually have a tendency to fly back and finish things immediately, which is really pretty damn wasteful. I mean, I do wasteful things all the time, but mostly because, you know, I'm deliberately doing wasteful things, basically. It's kind of what I like to do in games like this. Especially if it's a game like this that I basically know the inside out, at least, of this particular part. Where I do. Makes time wasting all the more fun, I'd say. But yes. I think that is... Let me just quickly think a bit about what we have seen in this last episodes, and well, to put it mildly, maybe that type of dimension doesn't get mentioned anymore. I have a distinct feeling that it's gonna get worse again. A very, very, very distinct feeling. And then I do wonder what sort of franchise that is actually reasonably okay. Chris is going to rape next with his sheer presence, because that's basically that. It's rape. Very literally. And not of the good kind. Yeah, that's just that was the thing. Is that a good kind of rape? Probably have to look into that. I mean, according to some hentai there is. Hardly quite enjoyable, but you know. Dreams and reality once more seem to be somewhat misaligned in this particular area. For some mystical reason, that is. Phew, now then. That then I shall beat you at you. Have a good one and all of that. And let me quickly check where's dropped by, shall we? First and foremost, on the YouTube site, we had good old Walter coming by, being very much a bit Cyrillic about it, but that's what we like in him, to be fair. And that is, I think, anyone on the right side I can easily mention. On the left side, we have, first and foremost, go to the beginning of the list. Still Terry came by first. My state for beach enjoyed himself. Came by at a very interesting point. I think Chris is sorry, to be fair. Immediate reaction is like, what the fuck? Which is a fair reaction. I can absolutely attest to that. Next in line we have good old little Stratch, remember, coming boy. And telling us about his schemes to use Chris as a negative influence on the stock market in order to make money. An option, you know. I mean, at least he would have some value then as a commodity. Which is probably more than Chris holds at this moment in time, honestly. And last but not least, amongst our dropper boys, if good old Kronos coming by for a bit, and he sets up his own things. So now, if you need of more entertainment, you can go over there, get yourself some more entertainment. Yes. Good idea, isn't it? That's it, though. I think that is everybody easily nameable, so everybody else on the more lurking side, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And I do hope to see you all again tomorrow. As I said, I will try to set things up so I can actually do a bit of a longer co-op stream with the Kronos, but I'm still kinda working on the details. Because, you know, planning apparently is so hard that well, my new employer has not yet managed to get that settled down in a reasonable manner. On one hand, I'm not surprised. On the other hand, yep, still not surprised. Oh well. And since I don't have anything else lying around that I need to talk about immediately, I would say once again, have a good one and